Yo, we in here. This Coast to Coast podcast. You know, it's your boy Zay Butter, and I'm here with two other
Indeed,
co-hosts.
indeed, a great.
Vina Bangs, otherwise known as the Mother Finest.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So how y'all been? What's up? Especially you, Vina. How you been? Long time no see since you been on the pod. Since we've been back in this space.
Yeah, you've been doing shows out in the city.
Yeah, man, just pushing that rap realty runway, staying professional, still a professional ratchet. You know how I do. You know how y'all been.
I've been
BG, how you
smooth.
been?
I've been smooth, trying to stay cool in this heat.
You know it. You know it.
That's
Me
right,
too.
that's
I've been
right.
chilling. I've been chilling. Getting to it as always. We here. Long time coming. We locked in now. So sis, take it from here. What you want to get into? What's one of the trending topics with sports, celebrity news, trending news? Let's go, sis. What we talking about?
Well, depends. Y'all want to start with sports? If we start with sports, we can start with Shannon Sharp getting fired from ESPN, or we could just swing right into Papoose and Remy Ma. What's your thoughts?
Let's go Papoose and Remy.
Let's go, yeah, because this has been the topic. Yo, D, you ain't been on the phone with me and her, right? So the
Mm.
past few days, me and her been on the phone talking about this Remy Ma and Pat Pooh shit. And I tell her,
2 minutes.
oh, you're right. We don't, yeah, okay, okay. All right. So the past few days, me and sis been on the phone talking about the Remy Ma and Pat Pooh situation.
Right.
Now, I told her I feel that Remy Ma is a Jezebel.
What you
My
saying?
opinion. Because I say this, right? She ended up in an altercation where she got what, 7 to 8 years, 7 summers, 7, 8 winters, 7 summers, what she said, in prison, right? For shooting abroad.
Yeah.
This man held her down for 8 years. He got an apartment close to the jail. You know what I'm saying? Show up every visiting, money on the books, packages, all that. You gonna cheat on this man with a knockoff version? The side dude looked just like Pat, but just a broke version, a food stamp version, Section 8 version. Where's the loyalty at?
And he
Where's
got
the
knocked
honor?
out.
And he got knocked out. But and this is what I'm trying to tell us. I said, how many chicks you know is gonna hold down a man for 7 to 8 years? Come on, D, let's be right, bro. Tell her. How many women you know can hold a man down and stand by his side for 7 to 8 years? He gonna
Oh,
be
we,
long with the money.
we know somebody that's what I'm saying in a similar situation. So I'm already knowing.
Come on now. So I said that's wrong. And then she tried to say I watched the live with Pat. Pat don't really talk. Pat don't really talk that much. So when he went on live and started talking about how this was one key thing right here, what I told her, D. Now you got you now. So sis, no, I'm not bugging. If your wife did prison time, hypothetically speaking, right? You in Pat Pooh's shoes. Your wife did prison time. You held her down, right? And she was locked up with an individual, and the individual is a stud, and they reconnect. And you like, okay, you was locked up with her. Y'all was bunkies and cellies in jail. Y'all good friends, right, bro? And then when you tired and you yawning, oh, I'm ready to lay down. She tell you, oh, go lay down. I'm gonna stay tonight. I'm gonna sleep in the room with my former celly, and I'll be in there later on. Who's a stud? What? What kind of huh? We come on now. We ain't doing that. She out here messing with studs, messing with dudes, and Pat was eating it. And then when he stepped up with his young tenderoni, who's the heavyweight champion of the world, knocking women out, getting her money. Now she got sympathy for women. She's saying Pat is in the wrong and he married still. He shouldn't be.
Because I digress. I digress. A lot of these dudes, they love when they woman is freaky and they like other women, but y'all got a problem when it's a stud, a girl that's dressing up as a boy. Let's clock that T right there. And
You
then
should
when it
know.
comes to this, it doesn't matter. They don't have no pee down there. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no pee. It's just carpet bumping. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
listen. You could. We for all we know, she was in that jail bumping coochies, scissoring, getting fucked with pencil dildos. You never know.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
hey,
I'm just being real.
hey, you gotta keep
I'm
it
just,
clean. You have to keep it clean because we
I'm
might
just
get
saying.
some sponsors.
All right,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
you dropping f bombs.
I take this personally because Pat was from Brooklyn. He was a good dude. He held her down. I feel that's dishonorable.
I'm just like, it's very
I agree.
hard to believe that, because when it comes to her getting the doppelganger of Pap, that almost to me seems like some get back. We don't know everything that Papoose been doing. He just might be a smooth hitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying what she did was right, but I'm also not gonna say that what he's doing ain't wrong. Because if you really moved on, sign that paperwork. Why you have to get put on blast by Remy 6, 7 months later after you laid up with the heavyweight champ? Why she got to put you on blast about you not signing no paperwork? If y'all both ain't got no assets like that, why you delaying the divorce proceedings? Like like it just ruins his good guy image. Like yeah, like okay, you with Clarissa, that's cool. You feel me? You upgraded. You absolutely stunning on her. I'll give you that because she didn't get nothing like that. She got a battle rapper that worked for her. Okay, why you ain't just sign that divorce paperwork? You still got your birth certificate at this lady house while you laid up at the next chick house.
It's cheaper to keep them than divorce them because the marriage, if she, they ain't probably sign no prenup. We never know.
Well,
What's your
obviously
take,
they
D
obviously
D
they ain't got
D,
no
bro,
money like that though. Like,
bro,
and you
bro, what's your take, D, on this situation?
I get both sides. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, hey, if she wants a divorce, you go ahead and sign a paper, be free. But on the other hand, nigga, I held you down.
Right.
It's a it's a catch 22. It's like it's
Now what got
And
me
no.
was
also, Zay hasn't been with somebody for 17, 20 years, so I think that he's gonna end back up with his wife
I
because
told
that's what that's
no,
what people who've been together they
no,
be doing.
no. He can't do that. He gonna be a simp. What I said was this: when I
It's
watched
over
the
with.
live, right? Well, yeah, it's over with. When I watched the live after he knocked the dude out and she called him talking about something, I was just finna cut dude off, but now I gotta keep dealing with him because you knocked him out and he might sue. Yo, I agree with Cameron and Mace. She playing uptown games. She playing uptown games, man. She trying to run him like he a simp. And him with his new woman, I'm happy, I'm proud. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing with that. He got a black queen. She excellent, and I'm rocking with that. I'm supporting Pat and Clarissa, and he go back. City Boys is down 1,000,000 points, and he needs 70,000 lashes.
All I'm gonna say is sign that divorce paperwork if you happy. And since you saying black queens forever, snow bunnies never, that almost goes into Dr. Umar and his accounts being locked up. Why you ain't donate to Pan Africanisms, eh?
I'm waiting. Like I said, I'm waiting on you to donate first, and then we'll talk about it.
Nah,
So,
I'll donate when D donate.
I ain't doing shit.
all right,
Nah.
all right.
I don't rock with Dr. Umar.
That's
Hey,
Zay's little role model. Zay gonna be him for Halloween. I think he need to make that donation. Zay
right,
was out there. This dude Zay was out there living his life in the Bay Area, eating good. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Dr. Umar want to eat something. His accounts is locked. Why you ain't send your man's nothing?
hey, look, let God sort them out. That's
So
they say.
you be on a bad side of history.
No, 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 no. So, listen. Let's okay. Let's talk about this, right? So, speaking of my bro D, he's from LA, but he live in Vegas. I want to switch the subject a little bit. I want to
Yes.
get into the Las Vegas shooter who came to New York and tried to target the NFL and the corporate people up there. You seen that, D? Did you hear about that? Is that all in the news out there? They talking about that out there?
I don't watch Vegas news, so I'm
Okay.
sure I'm sure, but yeah, I don't know too much about it outside of he from Vegas,
So,
but I'm not how did he get the
so
gun
let me fill you
in New
in.
York?
So this what happened, right? So they said that he drove 2 days. He drove 2 days from Las Vegas to New York City, and he already had his guns and everything from in Vegas. He had an AR, and he used to play football in high school and all that. I guess I don't know. He had NFL dreams and it didn't go right. I don't know, but he hit so with it with the building that he went to, it has different corporate like high corporate companies, NFL, Blackstone, etc. So when he went up in there, he ended up driving there, parked his BMW, got the AR, walked in there, shot the security guard, killed the cop that was off duty, um, got to the elevator, let the lady come out of the elevator. He let her walk past him. He didn't shoot her, and he ended up going to the wrong floor and just just start shooting motherfuckers, shooting people, and he killed four people and then killed himself. So I'm like, as I was looking into it, they were saying how he had mental issues and a history of mental issues, and I'm like, if he had mental issues, you know what I'm saying? How did he get a gun license? How did he get a CCW? How did the, you know what I'm saying, Vegas PD or sheriff cleared him to go get his concealed license if he got a history of mental issues? And for somebody, so he had like extra guns and bullets in the trunk, and he had his mental medication in the trunk as well when they
See,
looked through it.
him and that other Vegas shooter, like they messing it up for you. Feel me? The residents out here, like it's open carry. I don't see Nevada changing that, but it's like
Stuff
like
Well,
like
like
that
like the
is a
like
bad rep.
like like the yeah, the gun violence in Vegas is not that high. Like it's real chill. Like you got them two individuals, and they, you know, hey, who knows what's going on in their lives
Yeah,
to make them crack. Like it don't take away from, hey, if you got your license, then you know what I'm saying, you pass the test.
but this
yeah,
like the second, third shooting that's kind of like tied back to Vegas because just a couple months ago, some streamers had got into it, and
Oh,
they
oh,
boomed the
him
I
too.
clap
forgot about
on the
that. I
Him
Vegas
forgot
too.
Strip.
about that.
Him too.
I forgot about that.
You
Sis, you're
know,
right. I forgot about that
and I
one.
think with the thing with the mental illness thing, I think once you get cleared for your permit or whatever, they're not, because of HIPAA laws, they can't necessarily look that deep into you. The only thing they looking into when you get your gun clearance is whether or not you have prior arrests or anything like that. But they're not necessarily doing the deep dive in the mental health area because that draws some line with the HIPAA, you know? So if
Yeah,
he
when I
got his
when I
his gun permit and then got his medicine, you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
when I went and did the background check, like it was smooth. Like
that's wild. That's wild. Pray for the families. I mean, who expect
they
that? They just
they
was
they
going
they
to work.
all three individuals are suckers and bitch
Yeah,
made niggas.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
three of them in that case. Because it's like, come on, dude. It's all messed up. And to swindle into that, swindle off that topic, it's another dark topic. And I actually sat here and watched the body cam footage the other night because we talked about how we was gonna mention this on this episode, and it was about the young lady who got pulled over by the cops. I forgot what city she was in, and she had like expired tags and everything, and they smelled a foul odor,
Hmm.
and they asked her to, they was gonna tow the car. They said you can get your stuff out the car, and she had her niece and her nephew in the trunk, dead, wrapped up in trash bags and sheets in the suitcase. And I feel like it's some sick people
She a
out there.
sucker too.
Yeah, if you got mental issues, you go seek help. Go seek help. Don't start harming kids and putting them in jeopardy and you know her niece. She beat on her. She beat on both of them. That's how they died. But
Yeah.
she kept the niece in the suitcase, y'all. I watched the body cam footage. The cops, when they seen the bodies, they freaked out. They were tripping.
Yeah, I
They
seen it
had,
too.
they had maggots coming out, you know, out the little girl and the boy. And she rode around for 14 months with the little girl and the boy dead in her trunk. And it shocked me because I'm like, she tried to blame it on her upbringing. She says in the interrogation room how she was selling her body and how her family never loved her and they knew that, she, like she wasn't in the best predicament to take care of him, but she did the best she could.
No, no,
And
no. She said her sister. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So obviously her sister trusted her enough to, hey, look over my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, she was sucker. You know what I'm saying?
They said that the girl was 18 pounds at 5 or 6 years old, if I'm got it correct, and the boy was like 4 or 5, and he was 21 pounds.
Like,
Four
nigga,
or
that's like
five
my
years old,
dog. That's like my dog, nigga.
right? So she was obviously starving them, living from hotel to hotel, abusing them, and I feel like it shocked me because I'm like, as a black woman, if you know you're not stable, you should seek help. You should let them kids go in the system and let CPS or whatever take them, and they can have a better life instead of that's to me that's torturing, them
It's
kids
selfish.
yeah,
Also, it goes back to the mother because the mother left them kids with her. Why wasn't you
But
checking
that's her
on your
sister.
kids for a whole year?
No.
But
She was on the video. They were saying like they was in contact, but she would always be like, "Oh, they good," and they. I think she ended up blocking her, or somebody
yeah,
she
listen,
know.
one thing about black folks, we don't take words. We don't take words unless we hear it directly from that person. You know, if I can't talk to my kids and you just keep telling me they good, they straight, I'm gonna have to pull up on you. I gotta see what's going on because you're not telling me the truth. Why can't I talk to my child on the phone? You know, like we take those welfare checks very seriously, but the mother herself, she was out running around doing different things, so maybe she just really just trusted her sister like that. But if you know what type of lifestyle your sister's living, why would you even let them go with her? You know? And it's
Yeah,
just
you don't know what happened
unfortunate.
behind closed doors.
yeah. And then like they show the text messages and she getting money from her sister, like, oh, they need this, they need that, and the whole time they're dead. You know what I'm saying? It's like a sick mental thing, and she trying to blame it on her whole life. She was selling her body, and her mom had her selling her body at an early age, and she was trying to blame it on that. And then when she got into telling the details of the story on how the girl was digging in the refrigerator and taking stuff, and she told her to stop, her
Because she's
niece,
hungry.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? She's malnourished, and she whooped her, and she was punching on her, and she just fell to the ground and like pretty much like when she wasn't moving anymore. So I feel obviously that's what she said in the interrogation room, but it's more. I feel it's more. She was probably abusing them kids, angry and upset that she had to take care of them instead of focusing on selling her body and running around and dealing with different tricks or whatever, and was upset
And
that was taking
some
advantage
people,
of
when they
her.
feel like their life, they're getting treated like a punching bag, they try to find the next source that they could treat like that way as well. And ultimately, she failed her nieces and nephews. That mother, she probably had the right intentions, leaving them with a family member, but like, maybe an aunt, a grandmother, or something like that, like
Yeah,
it's just unfortunate all the way around.
yeah, it is. She recently got sentenced. They gave her life in
50
prison,
years.
and well, she got 50 years to life, pretty much. So after 50 years, she's eligible for parole. I don't think she's gonna make it 50 years in the prison system.
No, not when you hurt kids, but this just goes back. I just want to reiterate your point. You said black women, they need to, take care of their mental health. We just started off this conversation with black men and their mental health as well. So it's not just a black woman thing, because
Yeah,
if he was having troubles, he could have just popped himself. He didn't have to go pop everybody with him. I think right now that mental health is the epidemic in the black community, and a lot of people, they don't want to talk about it because, everybody just tells you to be strong, you good, you straight, oh no, you doing too much, everything like that. Nah, like this is something that's very real. And this is something that needs to be addressed because these types of things will continue to happen. We
yeah,
never really thought that we could see black mothers or black aunts, caregivers do something like that the same way we never thought we would see black mass murderers. You know? It's starting to get a little bit crazy now.
yeah.
We gotta reel that back in.
Yeah, we definitely do. As a culture, we got to accept the fact of just reaching out, make a phone call, check up on somebody. You never know what they're dealing with. See where they head at. You know what I mean? A lot of these people, they be small talking you and asking you for something. Yo, D, what's up, my brother? How you been? Yeah, you good? Yeah. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little short. I need about 25. I need about 25 towards the lights. Motherfucker, he only small talking you because he's trying to get something out you. They not really calling to check up on your mental and see how you doing without asking for trying to get something. So it's like we got to stop that. We got to really check in because clearly she was going through something. Both individuals was going through something. And they suckers, they gonna burn in hell for what they did. But it's like, maybe if somebody would have called them and talked with them and you never know. One conversation could really change someone and talk them off the edge of crashing out, with their mental battle. So, you know, that's one of the messages I have to say.
So how would you feel if you was the friend that was in the car?
Oh, well, yeah, the friend that was in the car, she was really mentally retarded.
No, 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 no,
You know what
no. Well, I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
if that was you, like you wasn't
If that's
mentally, you know what I'm
Listen,
saying, challenged.
for one day, hold up. For one, if I'm me, if I'm not okay, now if I'm not retarded like the friend was, no, 'cause she really was retarded. No,
Hey,
no,
hey,
no, no,
hey,
for
hey,
real.
hey, 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 we might get some sponsors. You throwing
But
that
the
R
girl,
bomb
yeah,
around.
the girl
Mentally
said
challenged.
she was mentally, but the girl that killed her niece and nephew, she was saying in the body cam footage that the friend was retarded, right? D? Am I right? You seen it, right? D? She kept saying that. So I'm just reiterating her words. I'm
I
sorry if
know,
I
but
offended you.
certain things we got sponsors. We got
All right,
sponsors.
all right.
So the friend was mentally challenged,
Well,
dealing with some.
the friend was mentally challenged, right? But if I'm not mentally challenged and I'm who I am now, for one, as soon as you open the door and get in that car, you're gonna smell a foul odor. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever smelled someone who deceased, but it's a smell that you never gone. I can't explain it, but it's a smell that if you smell it, it's like what I'm saying? Like, nah, something dead and something ain't right. You know what I mean? It's gonna smell like a dead rat or something like that. Like it's a foul odor that like, nah, this ain't it. Like something is off. You know what I mean?
And then two, if you in your right mind, we already gonna be getting in people's cars anyway. We gonna meet you there. So
That's true. But if I'm in
But
the car,
but let's just say, but then if you smell it, are you gonna ask like, what's that smell? She gonna
hell
say,
mhm,
oh,
yeah.
she gonna say X, Y, and Z,
Well,
and then
let
what
me.
you gonna
Are
do
you
after that?
sure? You sure about that? Let's investigate. You sure about that?
You're
You
not finna be
sure
like,
about
oh,
that?
you're not finna be like, oh, let me search your car. You like,
Like,
she got
I don't
mad
know.
shit
Like,
in
I
her
don't know.
trunk.
I ain't never smelled nothing
that's
like
true.
that.
That's true. That's true. You're not gonna say let me search your car. But what I probably would do is because the odor is so foul, you can't ride like me. I wouldn't be able to take that smell for a long distance. So I'd be
No,
like,
but
yo,
what if the windows down? Like the windows down?
No, you can't. You really can't even. You're not supposed to be breathing in those fumes anyway. Like that could make you like you're breathing in gases and different things like that. Like that can make you sick, literally.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a tricky situation. If I'm the friend, it's like, whoa, I'll be mind blown too because when they opened up that bag and I mean, since the police was like, one of them, he had like a panic attack. He was a black
Yeah, he
dude.
was tripping.
He was tripping out. They had to talk to him and calm him down. He started breaking down, praying, crying.
Because
He
it's
was messed
one
up
thing
in
to
the
see
head.
like a dead adult. It's one thing to see something like that. You know what I'm saying? But a little baby, that's something that's gonna mess up your mental for many years to come.
Yeah, so I really I can't say I really wouldn't know how to react if I'm the friend and that situation happened. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm gonna claim my innocence that I had nothing to do with this. I don't know what's going on. I just was getting a ride. I'm not a part of that. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. That's one thing I can say. I can't be like, yo, I'm a part of
You
this.
tell her? You tell her? You,
No, I'm not telling. I'm gonna just say I'm innocent. I don't know. I'm innocent. I know that I'm innocent. I don't know
I'm
about nothing else, but I'm
I'm
innocent.
just gonna be like, listen, your car's smelling crazy. I don't know what you got going on, but I think you need to go get yourself together. I'll meet you there. You know, I can't ride in this car. That's pretty much that's the
I
end
would
of the
Yeah,
not.
conversation.
I would not be accessory to child murder.
yeah,
No,
no,
not at all.
me neither.
Hell
Yeah, me
no.
neither.
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
won't be accessory to any murder. Period. What?
Oh
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you ain't give me the drop on anything, and obviously you doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Got these
yeah.
babies in that trunk. You feel me? I'm not.
But
I'm not gonna be
something
an accomplice.
something similar like that happened out here in Vegas last year. I just seen a body count this year. They ain't killed a kid, but I guess they kid had autism. He was like
Okay.
11. They had
Mhm.
him. They had him in a jail. They built a in-house jail in their living room, like with barbed wires. This nigga was in there using the bathroom, in there smearing the on the wall. They had him trapped in there. The only reason why they showed up was because the other kids wasn't going to school. So when they came, they checked
Mm.
and seen how the kid was in there, and the dad was talking about how, oh, he's strong, like, but it's like he's 11. They had him, bro. They had him caged in, and they had built the in-house jail,
Wow.
and he was just in there. They boarded up the windows or whatever. I guess he had the live home part, so they boarded up the windows, so he wasn't getting the light.
Mm.
They basically
Mm.
had him in the hole.
And all they got was a year of probation.
Were they white? If you know, what race were they? Mm.
Out
And
there
what
in
race was the
Henderson,
kid?
right?
Mm. Uh.
Because they kid had autism, they didn't know how to deal with it, so they put him in a cage.
And that's what you know, to pivot a little bit about the criminal justice system is like a Caucasian family get a year of probation for doing something so horrendous, pretty much turning their kid into
A
to an
prisoner.
inmate, to a prisoner, right? And then on the other hand, you know, the pivot is like you got P Diddy in jail. You know, we got to get to this topic too.
Are we freeing Diddy? Are we saying free Diddy?
I mean, at this point, you better get ready and you better go get your Stacey Adams and you better get ready for that Puff
Listen,
Daddy song.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. You know, like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like you feel me, nobody was held hostage. Those was grown adult women who wanted to live a certain lifestyle, and you know, like it's just what it is. You feel me? Like I'm just not buying that myself personally. You cannot tell me that a big black man was hurting all these women who happened to be closer to the side of white and was just getting away with it. I'm not buying that.
I'm saying Diddy was a freak. Yes, he was. He's a freak. Um, he was doing things that me personally, I can't do. I can't watch no other man have intercourse with my woman, with my girlfriend, or with my fiance, or with my wife. I can't watch that. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? But it is people out there like that. Hugh Hefner did the same thing. Hugh Hefner, you know, he had Playboy, all these women living in the mansion, freaking off, doing all kind of things. You know what I'm saying? They praised him as an innovator. You know what I mean? And he was ahead of his time, and he created this thing. You know, so I'm like, he wasn't found guilty of the freako. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it a
Hold
freako.
on, hold on, hold on. I got a question.
Yeah.
Do you feel like dudes that let other dudes have sex with their wives, do you think they in love with their wives, or you think they just find them attractive?
No, I
Like
think that
that's a
I think that they do love their wife. They in love with their wife, but some people want to see live action porno. You know what
Me
I mean?
personally,
They
it's like
might
the
want to
same
see,
thing. It's like the same thing with Adam 22. I don't think he loves his wife.
that's what I'm
you know.
saying. Like
Like
not
I
in
like
love,
you
not
got
in
like you
love.
got love for that person, but you're not deeply infatuated with that person to want to see some sugar honey iced tea like that. You know, like
Like
because at the end of the
like
day, you would do that with your side piece or anything else that you got going on. You wouldn't do that with
like
your
Zay.
wife or your main girlfriend.
How if Lena was to pass away, how long you think it'll take Adam to move on? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, he already got something lined up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all right. So I don't think that Diddy was in love with Cass. You know what I'm saying? They obviously they ain't had no kids.
Hmm
Yeah,
All the fucking they was doing, like, so it was like I
yeah.
just
They
find
was.
you
I don't know. They
attractive.
was. You know. They were off them drugs. They was off that ecstasy, that Molly. They were freaked out. They was
They
doing
had a
all kinds of
love-hate
freaky, wicked
relationship
shit.
because even after
Yeah.
he had left her, you know, she got pregnant, so he went and got another woman of the same nationality as her pregnant. That's the latest child that he had, you know. It was a lot of like tit for tat with them, and like honestly, you know, she came in the game looking for a big spender. You know, I'm tired of people making it seem like she was going to be the next Beyonce or anything like that. Like, you came out in the era where Beyonce went solo, Sierra came out. Nelly Furtado, all these different people who actually had talent and wanted to do something with themselves other than suck pee pee. You know, she was in love with the lifestyle. Even when the prosecutor asked her, like, hey, like, do you still love him? Like, yeah, I got love for him, but I love our past. Why would you love the past that you was getting beat up and you was held hostage, quote unquote, all these different things that you claim? And why was you as a married woman, why was you still texting this man that quote unquote hurt you? I don't think it became a problem until you seen how Carisha, Young Miami, was living. And I think that's
Yep.
what really set them all off. Because you at
Yep.
home, you at your mom's house in CT married to the personal trainer. The personal trainer can get no more work after Diddy because you're known to take people's girlfriends. You're
And his
inappropriate with people's spouses and stuff. So who would want him to come personal train them and their wife, you know?
and his
Yeah.
bread not as long.
Yeah. No, yeah. That no, yeah, I agree. I agree. I
We
feel like, she went broke and she was like asking Puff for some money because she did all those freaky things with him and she felt
and she
like,
got that 30 mil.
yeah, yeah, so she got what they said was in the beginning that she was asking Puff for some money. Puff wasn't giving no money. So she threatened to make a book about the freak offs and all the freaky shit that they were doing.
A
So that's
chat
what she
GPT book? Because she look like she can't write a book.
Hey, hey, what I will say is this: she hit him with that the strong arm, right? So he said, and they did the civil suit, so he paid her out because he didn't want that out there. He didn't want people to look at him like this freaky dactyl. He out doing these things. He wanted to keep, that positive mobile image. And then I honestly feel that Diageo, the liquor company that he had partnership with Ciroc and DeLeon Tequila, that they targeted him once he did that lawsuit against them. They found out like, yo, Cassie went through this. They paid for them lawyers for her, and I feel like they wanted to destroy Diddy character and image and try to take back everything that they gave him because in the stipulations of him, if he would have got convicted of being guilty for the RICO, right, the government would take all his assets, all his money, freeze all his account, all his assets, his plane, his yachts, his houses, mansions, all they would take that because they say that you got your money from a criminal organization. So um that didn't work. And I feel like they was coming after him for that. Like they was like, how dare you say we racist and we gave you $1 billion? And then they used that to try to take him down, but it didn't work. And then now Donald Trump is talking about giving Diddy a full pardon, ahead of his sentencing in October. So if Trump gives him a pardon, he'll be walking out the jail the next day.
Man, that
Which I
ain't gonna
think is
happen.
gonna happen. No, no,
That's not
Trump is
gonna
serious. You gotta remember, Trump and Diddy are friends.
happen.
They were cool.
Yeah. If I'm Diddy,
Things
bro,
changed.
if I'm Diddy, just wait till December. December is right around the
Nah,
corner.
fuck that. Trump pardoned Lil Wayne. Trump pardoned Kodak. Trump pardoned a whole lot of other
And be
people
a
too.
young boy.
And if I can get a pardon, I'm getting a pardon. Who wants to sit in jail? Who wants to sit in jail? Nobody wants to sit in jail. Come on now.
But he ain't moving fast
Then
enough.
your camera out. You turn the camera off?
No,
No,
you
he's
can't see
still
him.
on. I see
Oh, I
him.
can't see him. Oh, I can't
Turn it
see him
off and
on
turn
my
it back on.
I can't see him on my end. There you go. We here. We here. We here. We back. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, how fast is it gonna take him?
Then if Trump do it today, did he have he'll be out tomorrow? Type shit.
So what's the
So
holdup?
Even in the middle of sentencing, or does he have to wait until he's sentenced to give him that pardon?
I think he gotta wait until he's sentenced. Yeah, he gotta wait until he's sentenced, and then
That's
he
what I'm
give him the
saying. Just
pardon.
stuck it out till
And he come
December.
out.
You'll be
It
all
ain't
right.
gonna be to no December. It's
It's
October, I
October,
think. September,
yeah, it's
October
October.
is
He'll
one
be
of
all
them.
right.
He was on Twitter, or Christian was on his Twitter. One of them.
I mean, how you
That
think? What's the question? This is my question. How y'all think life would be for Diddy after he gets out?
I think he gonna be all right.
yeah,
You think he?
financially, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
financially, but you think he's still gonna be able to be like that Diddy he was before, where he having his parties and Dr. Dre there, Jay Z there, this
Yeah,
one there,
yeah.
all of
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. Because it's some celebrities out there that don't see what he did as a problem.
And at the end of the day, what he did, they accused him of trafficking by flying a person out that wants to have sex. That's what a lot of people do. So,
Yep, that's
I
Look,
true.
mean,
if you
it's not
find
like he
Instagram,
got convicted. It's not like he got convicted of raping somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He just got
Yeah.
convicted of flying somebody out that wants to get freaky and giving them a tip when they done. It's not like he
look,
made any money from this.
that's no different than you flying out an Instagram model from Florida, from Miami.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you fly her out, like
Yeah.
you know what you know what I'm saying, you know what
You
time
know
it
what's going
is.
on. Yeah, that's true. That's
So
true.
There was plenty of
if
times that Zay wanted to fly somebody out.
I don't know what she
so
talking
so
about.
so
I don't know
so
what
that's
she
that
talking
stressful.
about. This is a legend. I don't know. I had to stop her right there, D. Ain't no fucking.
No. He was thinking about it. He was thinking
Yeah,
about it. He was thinking
she
about
got
it. But he was
she
thinking
got the
about it. He did.
feelings.
He
She
only
got the
didn't do it
feelings.
because he didn't want Shorty to want to come stay at his
No,
house permanently. That's the
no,
only
she got
reason
the
why he
feelings.
ain't fly her
She got
out.
the
That's
feelings.
the
I don't
only
know what she
reason.
talking about.
That's the only
Okay, Kevin
reason.
Hart. Okay, Kevin Hart. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? She got the
yeah,
feelings. She got the
yeah.
feelings.
You're a good guy. You're a good guy. You're a good guy. You don't do
I
human
know the
trafficking.
guy.
You don't do
Oh,
human
I
trafficking.
don't do that.
You don't do none of that.
None of that.
You show these women a good time, but you might show them such a good time they want to move to Cali permanently. You didn't want that. That's the only reason why you ain't do all
Listen, I plead the fifth. So,
hell,
all right.
I know this girl. I know this girl flew some dude out from Florida that used to be her. I think she said it's her ex best friend's ex fiance and made him her fiance.
That's
It goes
crazy.
both ways.
I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
So
Now,
okay, so
what
go
are your
ahead.
thoughts, D? What you got on your mind? What have we got into that? You know, what have we not got into so far that's on your mind that you've seen?
Mm, oh, I gotta go to my nose, man.
Go to your nose. You've been prepping. I want to know what's going on because you be
Oh,
tapped in.
the CEO dude suing Coldplay, suing the concert.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I did see that. I did see that.
Look, Zay,
How you feel about
we
that?
Zay, Zay, we started this podcast because of this of a situation I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Why would you bring your girl to the Coldplay concert, your side piece? I mean, like,
And you got good seats. We just gonna throw that out there.
They were in the skybox, like Martin would say.
You got some good seats. It's not like you sitting in the nosebleeds in private. You full action. You full action with it. You know.
Yeah.
I think he got what he deserved, and she also did because they both were married. They both were being freaks. And if you really don't like your partner like that, and you're so happy with your side piece, just go run off into the sunset. Like you don't
how
have
how
to like leave these other people hanging at your expense. You know?
how you feel about work wives and work husbands? Because technically, that's what
Mm.
they were. That's what they were. You
Yeah,
messing with your
yeah, because they were
HR.
both married,
As a
and
woman,
they both married too. On
as
top
a
of that,
woman, if you have a working man and you're not bringing your man lunch, you're not pulling up, you're not doing none of that, you're failing at your job. I'm just gonna throw that out there because at the
but
end
let's
of the
just say,
day,
but let's just say this, right? Let's say the woman is doing that, right? But when you at work, you spend more time at work than you do at home sometimes.
if the
With
woman
the
if the woman was doing that, he would have her on his mind within those hours of being at work versus when he just seen her when he left the house hours ago. You feel me?
the key word though on his mind. See, men got two minds. Got two minds, right? So what mind is he thinking with? He can be like, damn, his wife probably can't suck a golf ball through a straw, but his head of HR can. So if the
All I'm gonna say is I worked with some people who apparently had some people at home at one time. One time the girlfriend pulled up and wanted to make herself known, but that didn't necessarily stop him from being a greaseball. You know, it stopped him that day. But maybe if she was pulling up on his lunch, on his breaks, let's just say like she got some free time, you know what I'm saying, to do that. I think it's recommended that you
But
do
but but what is breaks and lunch gonna do when you can do it on the clock?
Yeah, yeah.
all I'm saying is,
He's fine. He's
if
he's
if
fine.
you
He's
got if
fine.
you got a hard working man and you bringing your man some lunch, you pulling up, you looking good, you refresh, you feel me? That's all he gonna see. But if you're
Oh
not
man.
making your presence known and you just in the background and this dude he off at work 8, 10, and 12 hours a day, baby, you might as well go get you somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you not on your P's and Q's as a woman and a man, like even when I was working for this top producing, because I'm a realtor. So when I was assisting this top producing agent, whenever that commission check came in, oh, he came to bring his wife lunch and he came to take her to that bank to go put that check in their account. He made sure he did what he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? It might seem like it's something small, but it's like, you can't just be around just to reap the benefits. You have to do something. So even when that thought comes into their mind, it's just like, dang, I really mess with this person. You know what I'm saying? Well, no work wife, work husband situation ever got out of hand with me because I don't be moving like that. I can't speak for everybody else. It's some people that will jump on that on the clock and off the clock. So
Yeah. But sometimes, like I said, some people be knowing, they be together with somebody in the beginning and everything is good, everything is great. And they get married and they be together, right? And then, after a while, some of these women, not all, but some women might want to put their husband on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? What I mean, like they not trying to, give the Gawk 3,000. They not trying to throw it back and make it clap every, when he in the mood. And
you
if
can't
he
do
backed
that.
up, if he backed up, what you expect? He gonna go out and find something else that's gonna do what he need him to
You
do.
can't do that. You could you could put your
Because let
you
me
could
tell you
put your
something.
man on the shelf for about a week. That's all you got. That's
Ain't
all you
about a week.
got.
Ain't about a week because a week is too long. You better put a man on the shelf for about a day. That's about it. A
Good.
week
You're
is
being
pushing it.
freaked out. You're
So,
being fast.
no, look, what I will say is this though. What I will say is this though, right? I feel like this. You gotta keep a woman should keep a man drained out, so he ain't worrying about nothing else. If he ain't drained
That's
out, it's
facts.
somebody else could be getting what you love. So, ladies out there, you gotta do. Lay them down, spray them down. Don't stress them. Just bless them.
And
Just say,
then you
hey.
gotta be spontaneous. Like I said, like when you're bringing that lunch, it's not just bringing that lunch. You gotta be bringing some ass too. You gotta be spontaneous. It's a lot of fun outside. You feel me? Don't let your man get distracted.
What happened to the women who showed up to your house with the trench coat with lingerie on underneath?
Oh
What
no, no,
happened to
no. Them
these
times expired. Them
women?
times expired. These girls, they wearing that same lingerie to the club, going out with
Yeah,
their girls. Them times expired.
yeah,
They feel
yeah.
like they don't have to do that. They feel like, they listen to Cardi B. Shout out to my girl Cardi B, but you out here,
Hold on, bro.
pushing some bad influences. Don't gotta cook, don't gotta clean. That's not good.
Yeah, well, she got a chef and a maid, so that's why she's
But she
acting like
was, contrary to that, she was cooking and cleaning for Offset, and he still was doing what he was doing. Because Offset want to be Offset. Hold
All right,
on.
look. Before we got this topic, right?
that.
How much you think he's gonna win from this lawsuit, and how much you think he's gonna lose from his wife divorcing him?
Well, they said he a billionaire, right? Or a millionaire? I don't know, but if she ain't signed a prenup, oh, sis, you got me playing through your car. You gotta change that.
Hold on. I'm about to switch it. Hold on.
Or just mute it, and we go. So I'm like this, right? If they ain't signed no prenup, she gonna take half of everything. Because what's that word? What's that word in marriage when someone
Alimony?
cheats? No,
Oh,
not alimony.
Infidelity.
infidelity. Infidelity. You know, if you go to divorce court and it's for infidelity, the whoever like, so if the husband got cheated on and he take his wife to court, he automatically get everything. He don't gotta give her nothing. Like, he wins, he gets half because it was under infidelity. She won't get nothing. So if his wife divorcing him, she gonna walk away with everything. Yeah, she gonna walk away with
Yeah,
everything.
honestly,
He got
uh,
cooked
and,
up.
and
And was it worth it? Was it worth it? You hugged up on your side piece. You know what I'm saying? Now you about to lose a lot of chili,
Yeah, it ain't
hey,
worth it.
he lost his job. He lost his
and you
job,
and you lost your job for the
Mm,
side
mm,
piece.
mm, mm. Did she
and
keep
she
her job?
resigned too.
Did she
She
keep her
resigned too.
job?
They both
Okay.
lost their jobs. They both had to walk away. Of course, they got some good severance pay, but that's about it. How long can you live off severance pay when you was living off a six-figure salary? That's a significant cut. They ain't got jobs like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you making the job look bad. You know?
Yeah.
And you gonna have to pay out some stuff. You might have some assets, but them assets, all that is gonna go to the wife because she got them kids. She got 3 kids by him, and we ain't even
Mm,
do a deep dive in what happened in the lady's relationship. We don't know if the lady ended up losing her man. Me and Zay, we kind of know somebody who went through a little situation and she ain't lose her man. You know what I'm saying? He might have lost something if he was involved with something, but she ain't lose nothing.
Vina,
She still
Vina,
got the
Vina,
house,
Vina,
everything.
Vina, Vina. Me and Zay know somebody that didn't leave theirs, and
yep.
theirs was doing way worse.
Getting trains ran on, all
Ugh.
kinds of stuff. Yeah, yeah. So some people just don't want to let it go. They don't want to start over, so they deal with it and try to
Now
move
that goes
on.
back to Papoose and Remy Ma. I just want to throw that out there. I
Papa
just
be a
got to throw
fool.
that one out there.
Papa be a fool. I'm sorry. Any man, if you see, it's different when a man get caught cheating and when a woman get caught cheating. Because when a woman get caught cheating, you let this man glaze your donuts. You feel for him. He was glazing like honey buns. You got feelings for that man. You know what I'm saying? A woman not just gonna let any man hit, just a random dude hit unless she a hoe. But if she not a hoe,
Hey, Zay,
she got
Zay, we know
feelings for that
somebody.
man.
We not Zay. Do we not know somebody who will
But
let
that's a
any
hoe.
man hit?
But that's a hoe. That's a hoe. That's what I said. If she a hoe, she gonna let anybody hit. But if she not a hoe and she let a man hit and let that man enter her husband's sacred waters, righteous waters, and swim in there, nah, you got
Let me
feelings
let
for
me
him.
explain
You
to
know
you
what I'm saying?
something. Let me explain to you something, butter. Just
And hold
because
on,
Papoose is from New York, what?
I want to say this: if a woman cheat on me, I might be able. I might. It depends. I might be able to forgive her, right? Dependent on the situation, if it's a one first time thing, you might get a pass. I don't know.
Nah,
It's
I'm
weird.
gonna I'm gonna be honest with you,
Hold,
Zay.
hold,
I'm
hold,
gonna be
hold on. Let
honest
me
with
finish.
you
Let me finish.
because
Hold
I
on.
know you.
Hold on. Let
I
me
know
finish. Let me
you.
finish. Let me
You
finish.
wouldn't
Hold on.
be
Let me
able to
finish.
do that.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Right. This is where I draw the line. If she sucked a nigga's dick, I don't know. I can't forgive no woman.
Come
If
on,
you
nine
if
times out of
you
ten,
if you
she's
suck
sucking pee pee. But
if you
Zay, because
if
I
she
know you,
if
I'm gonna
she
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why you wouldn't be able to take that because. You always told me that you always keep something on the side, but even if you do keep something on the side, you keep what you got on the side out of the way of the main course. There was only a few times in your life that they had head-on transactions, if you get what I'm saying. You feel me like that?
yeah,
If a woman doesn't care about you enough to know that she's out moving some kind of way and she's not cleaning that sugar honey iced tea up, that's not gonna fly for you. Because at the
no,
end of the
yeah,
day,
yeah.
they always say that women is a lot smarter when it comes to these types of things, and the only time a woman gets caught is if she wants to. You know what I'm saying? And if she wants to, and if she's
Honestly,
disrespectful like that,
hold on. Obviously that wasn't the case with the old dude and the HR.
Yeah,
They ain't want
yeah,
to get caught. Like, hold on.
yeah.
Why not go to the movies? Why
because the
not go
But
out to
movies is
eat?
too cheap.
wait,
They got
but
cheat.
they
So
can
how do you
they can
cheat at that level?
But
Go to
hold
the
on.
movies
But hold on, wait, look, they could have still went to the concert, but they didn't have to be hugging up and all of that. They could have just been two coworkers going to go see the concert.
side by
He could
side.
side by side. He could have said she bought tickets, her husband flaked on her, so she asked that he want to go, and she could have said vice versa.
Nah, but
You know what I'm saying?
they
Hey, I
called
like
them
that.
they called them in a very friendly sexual embrace.
Right,
There was no
no,
way that
right,
they was
that,
gonna be able to do
but
all that.
no, but that's what I just said. If they would have never been hugged up like that, and they would have been side by side, they could have played that off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then
The camera
the
probably
way
would
they ducked down,
the camera probably wouldn't have even showed them if they were just standing side by side.
Yep,
yeah, that's true. That's a fact.
yep, because
That's a
that
fact.
was what the kiss
Unless
cam.
unless unless the venue knew that he was in the building and he is who he is. He a CEO, so they're like, oh,
Well,
we
truth
know
be told,
he's in the building.
if you got money to be sitting in the skybox, I want to show you. I want to show you off. These are what the people, the big spenders, they get to get this type of airtime.
But you
But you
don't do
know
that.
they was too
But you
comfortable.
don't get that to your side. You don't get that energy to your side piece.
Exactly. Remember what I kept telling you since I said these bros be wanting main wifey treatment, and they get upset because you can't get wifey treatment when you not wifey. That's what I be saying. That's what I mean by when I say that. See, that's
And we've been
wifey
saying that for
treatment. You can't do
years.
that.
We've been saying that for
Exactly.
years.
Tell her, bro. Wifey treatment is only for wifey. If you the side piece, the most we gonna do, we gonna go to In and Out. We gonna go to the drive through. We not even stepping out.
You're
We
gonna
not
chill in the
even
car, smoke
stepping
some
out and
weed.
sitting there. Drink
But here's
something
the
in the
thing.
car.
This is
You
the
feel
question
me?
that I have
We
though.
don't
This is
nah.
the question that I have.
No, no, look,
This
Yo, D,
this is the
windows
no
up, tinted out.
no. But look. This is a whole different movement. This is a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? How do you cheat conspicuously at that level of money? Maybe you need to go to an island, take a vacation, y'all somewhere else where there ain't no pictures
No,
and all this stuff like
no,
that. But you doing stuff like that,
no.
like come on.
They both rookies. They both rookies. That's it, and that's all. This they first
Look,
time
but
stepping out
remember,
their marriage.
yeah,
They up in age. They had to be in their mid to late 40s.
yeah.
Yeah, they don't know what they doing.
And you got to remember too,
I
they
think
not
they ain't think
famous.
about it.
They not famous though. But they not famous, so it's not like if
But
they would have
social
been out
media
somewhere,
is
somebody could take
everywhere.
pictures of them.
Social media is everywhere.
But
But
You
they
know what I'm
not
saying?
famous though.
it only became a thing because how they
Because
reacted.
how they reacted, yeah. But remember, since they not famous now, they famous because that situation. But before that, they
Okay.
just nobody. They just corporate people.
So
Nobody knows them. So
do you
you know what I'm
think
saying?
that if they would have never ducked down how they ducked down, if they would have just played it off, would that have went viral? Because I don't think so. If they would have just acted like they was
No,
just together,
no.
whatever, like that, what y'all think?
Here's what would have happened. Can you hear it? She breaking out.
Yeah, you
Now,
breaking
can
up a
you hear
little
me?
bit since your service. Yeah,
Can you hear
we
me
can hear
now?
you now still a little bit.
I said, so what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, if they didn't do all that ducking down, doing all that clown behavior, making it obvious that they ain't supposed to be together, do you think that would have went viral?
This how it would have went. Boom. He hugged up on her. Camera show. Boom. You going for a cheek kiss. You know what I'm saying? Hide your face a little bit. The only person that knows is their spouses. They got to deal with that in house, as opposed to damn.
And
Now the whole
that's
world.
if they're
You know
even
what I'm saying?
fans of Coldplay. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it would have went viral
You
if
already.
he didn't duck and spin and how she did. It would not have like, and then the coworker looking like, oh, they just made it messy.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like he was already. You know what I'm saying. He already giving her the girlfriend treatment. He should have just hey linked in for a kiss. You know what I'm saying? Kiss on the neck or something. Play it off. It's only gonna
Yeah,
be for like 10 seconds.
that was a wild situation, man. And
And deal with your situation in house as opposed to now everybody is, you know what I'm saying, making memes out of it. Like, yeah,
yeah,
Now, with that
yeah.
being said, let's shift
shame on
gears
him though.
into let's shift gears into the sports world. Should we start with Deion Sanders or should we start with Shannon Sharp and his foolishness? How y'all feeling?
Shannon Sharp. Shannon
Yeah,
Sharp.
let's get into shit. Go
Okay,
ahead, D. Give
so
me your take on shit, D.
So,
What you feel about that situation?
so, so he messing with a girl that's 18, 19. He's well in his 50s. Bro, you gotta
Almost
be
60. Almost 60.
you be popping a whole lot of hot grease on your podcast, like you just this most upstanding guy. When in reality, you out here paying for, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't feel sorry for you. You
Not
lost your
only are you
millions.
paying,
That's your
not only
fault.
are you paying
Next,
for the puss, but you got that jungle fever.
hold on. He paid her so much, she retired her OnlyFans. She's good.
He put up a retirement speech sis, for her OnlyFans after
What
she got that check from him.
well, I think she got like
Come
what,
on now.
30 mil?
She ain't get the full
Mm.
50, but
Now,
she got something close to it.
Hey, she
what
got
I
over
will say
half.
is
She
this.
got over
What I
half.
will,
That's a
yeah, she got
win.
over here. What I will say is this though, man. Shannon Sharp, you let us down. You let us down. And you know what's crazy? Because Monique wants your ass. Monique told him, you need to sit your old ass down and get you a
That's the
woman
type of
your
girl.
age.
That's the type of girl he needs. You feel me? Somebody that gonna cook some
Right.
cornbread for him. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she said.
You
But
know what I'm saying? The
these
elbow up or
older
something. You know what I'm
cats, for
saying?
whatever reason, they don't want to like. I don't know if it's because they still like that young pussy, that young
They
pussy
li-
makes them
they
feel
cause they still
energized.
cause they listen to rap music.
You think so? You think? Nah, nigga. Nah, it ain't
Nah,
cause
cause
no
Keith
rap music.
Sweat. Okay, how do you explain Keith Sweat?
Hold on,
Cause Keith Sweat, he made a lot of love songs in his era. He got a
hold
couple baby
on,
mamas,
hold
but he
on,
still ain't got no
hold on.
wife.
Hold on. He came up in a different time. He was really outside getting it. Shannon Sharp, he was playing football. You know what I'm saying? That's all he cared about. Keith Sweat was really outside in the 80s and 90s. Like
Yeah, yeah.
But
them two is different.
let's not act like Shannon Sharp wasn't outside either. You feel me? Just because he was playing football don't mean he wasn't playing booty tag after the games. Okay? Because Shannon Sharp, he was in shape his whole life now.
You don't
He
get,
done had him a nice life.
I'm sure, like most NFL players, I'm sure. But it ain't on the level of Keith Sweat. I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
Unless
Keith
you,
You
Sweat
got
was
that one. You got that one.
unless you like Deion Sanders or you know what I'm saying,
Coach
Tony
Prime,
Joe Montana.
this what I'm saying
we
though, but
gonna
this
get
what I'm
into
gonna say.
Coach Prime in a
Yeah,
minute.
this what I'm gonna say. For one, where Shannon fucked up at was he got a 19-year-old white girl. Now, if he would have got a 19-year-old black girl or a Latina, it would have been a different scenario. They wouldn't have did him like that. How she did him. Her whole mission was to bait him into. She was saying in the text she wanted to have his baby and all this. She wanted to be taken care of for the rest of her life. He was her lick. He was her like her come up. Oh yeah, he 50 something, he black, he rich. I'm gonna get some either way, I'm gonna be set for the rest of my life after him.
He
And
he should
him
have fucked
being
with
old,
Gorilla.
right. He should have got with Gorilla. He could have got I'm
If
saying
you
if
if
he
you
got
Well,
if you want some youngin,
I
like
don't think she really wanted to have his big black babies, like how she said.
no, she did. She did because that's the come up, sis. If she had a baby by him, either which way she on child support, he got to pay all these hundreds of $1,000 a
Nah,
month.
she wanted exactly what she got. She wasn't gonna have his babies. She wanted what she got. She said it
I
to
can
make
see
it
that.
sound nice.
No, I can see that too.
Yes, and either which way
I
she
don't
had
think
his
she wanted to
babies,
have his
you gotta,
kids.
you gotta remember if she would have had his babies forever for like he always connected to her.
Yeah,
You
but
He
feel
ought
me?
to be. All I
but
gotta
30
say is
million, 30
30
million.
million is more than having a baby. I'm telling you right now, she wanted that money. She didn't want to have his big black babies, like how she was baiting him in the text,
Exactly.
making him feel good. She didn't want that. She's 19. Was
Yeah.
let's be realistic. It's not like he was the current hottest football player in the league. This nigga's old and washed up. She didn't want that. She wanted that money. And she knew that if she talked in this type of way and made him seem like he was like a sexual sadist, that was gonna get her that money.
I agree, but think about it this way: if she would have had a baby, right, he would still be paying child support, taking care of
But
her for.
but
Oh, let me
Zay,
finish.
I'm
Let me finish. Let me say this. I just want to see this perspective. She would have had the baby, right? She'd been getting child support from him, right? And now this baby got the genetics of a Hall of Famer. So this baby could grow up and he could become. and get in the league, and he could become the
That's too
next
much
big
of a
thing in the
long
league.
term investment for her.
Thank
She
you,
wanted what
thank
she
you,
got.
thank you.
She wanted what she got. Now, in the case of Karuchi Tran, that's what she wants. All right. She wanna have the next Sanders baby. But we ain't gonna get to that just yet. Just yet. This one right here, you know, he's an idiot. He
I ain't tapped
fumbled
in
a
on it.
hundred million dollars.
I
But
ain't
then
tapped
look,
in on
hold
it.
it.
What happened?
Yeah, so hold on, we're gonna get there, but let me say this. Not only did she get 30 million out of him, she fucked up $100 million play. ESPN fired him. They just gave Stephen A. Smith $100 million. They was on the verge of giving him $100 million.
Two black
He fucked
dudes.
two black dudes. They was about to give both of y'all about to be up 100 millions, 100 M's plus, and you messed up your 100 mil play because you want to be playing with the snow bunnies. Dr. Umar said it best. Black and
No,
brown.
no, no, no. It's not even the snow bunny. It's the age. The age play a factor too. Why are you
But
messing
I
with
think
young females?
but I think if a 19-year
Nah,
old
it's not.
Latino
It's
gets
not.
that
It's not
pussy,
just the.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna.
they're
I'm gonna
gonna
tell
do
you
him like
something.
that.
Hold on.
I
Hold
don't
on,
think
D. I'm
they're
gonna
gonna
tell
do
you
him like
something
that, bro.
because it's not the age factor that plays a role into it because he was dealing with other women of the same, the same background, and they started to come out with their stories when she said what she said to back her up. Okay,
Well,
it's not just the age.
you know what I think too though. I think it was that leaked video of him when he went live and was giving back shots. I think that's what triggered her to flip out like that and want to come after his money because she was quiet all this time, and then after he made a mistake and went live, clapping some other snow bunny cheeks probably, because Michelle's a white name, it could be black too, but he probably was clapping some
Michelle
other snow
Michelle had
bunnies.
came out the woodworks.
But and that's what could have triggered her to be like, oh nah, like she probably was really feeling him and wanted to be with him, and then when that came out, him on live, she was like, you know what? I gotta get what I can get because you clearly don't care about
Let,
me
let
how I
me
care about you.
let me explain something to you. I know these young girls be a little slow, but they ain't that slow. A 19-year-old does not want to settle down with a 60-year-old man. I'm just gonna say that.
But we
Like, let's
see it
just be
though. We see
realistic
it
here.
though.
But
We
they're
see it
there
though.
for the money. He was never gonna marry her after everything that he did, smutted her out, all that stuff like that. He was like, she was not going to be Mrs. Sharp. You get what I'm saying? Like that was never
Yeah.
gonna happen. She wanted that bread. She wanted that money, and she got it the way that she got it without having to have a baby. Now she's gonna go meet Connor and have Connor's baby, and she's gonna live a nice life off of his money. She wanted what
Mm,
she got. That's what she
mm,
wanted. That's what she wanted. And he got after all that smut that he was talking on his other little shows and podcasts about everybody else, because he always has something to say. He always got something to say, especially to black men. He got caught up in a trick bag. And that's what he gets. He got humbled. He lost some
I
money.
I ain't gonna lie. Like the past year, I've been losing all respect for Shannon. It seems like every time he do a pod or interview with a entertainer, and he bring up the Drake and Kendrick shit, he always be talking about, oh, they turned on him. I don't know what Kendrick Lamar beef is with. Like, bro, it's hip hop. Like that's it. And that's all. Like you making it like you acting so naive and so confused
I mean, but
just
he
to,
is almost 60 years old. He ain't really equipped to the
but
hip hop scene.
but he know that Ray did. He gave people number ones, so you know that they turned on him. But you don't know why him and Kendrick had an issue. It's hip hop. You
At
supposed to be
the end
part
of
of the
the
culture.
day, at, at the end of the day with Drake and Kendrick, that's just rap. But Drake, he was warned plenty of times about, crossing lines with people's wives. But, niggas love Drake. We not gonna act like, Drake wasn't a part of a significant upbringing. You feel me? It's just Drake, he crossed the line with the wrong one and he got, you
Why you
know?
making that face? Why you making that
No, no,
face?
no, 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 no,
What you
no,
making that face for? What you making
no,
that face for?
no, because
Cause I'm not,
D forget
What
about
what?
all the years of the Drake snaps and how we was listening and playing
cause
them
I'm not, cause
albums,
I'm not, cause like
gabbing
the
people
thing
up.
is,
Okay,
like
listen.
I'm Cali all the way, but I'm not gonna act like I didn't lose my virginity to Drake. I still love Drake, but Drake, he was one of those niggas that was like just too friendly with your wife, like too friendly with your girl. Like you remember Real Husbands of Hollywood, like how Kevin Hart used to act with people's wives and stuff like that. That was Drake in real life, and he could actually take your bitch. Excuse me, you know what I'm saying? And
Hold on.
nah,
Zay, when have I ever said that he wasn't the number one artist?
You never said. Now you switching it. Now what I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying. I
T-
said D don't.
See,
Whenever
Delvina
we
wasn't
mention
around
D,
last year when me and you was having a conversation that was real life, what was going on during the beef. She
right?
wasn't
But
there.
ever since the beef
Tell her what I
started,
told you.
anything with Drake, you despise it. You don't like it no more. You feel you like, nah, fuck that. This West stuff. But that's a West y'all West Coast niggas. I gotta give it to
That's
hold on,
not.
time out. Can I give a clap and a salute to my West Coast niggas? Cause my West Coast niggas, y'all stand on business when it comes to the West Coast. Y'all not letting nothing get it.
yes
Y'all
we
like a
do.
gang. They should just make West Coast gang. It shouldn't even be no Bloods and Crips because everybody in the West they gonna stand for the West. Y'all gonna
Can y'all
stand
see me?
no matter what.
Look. It's not. I'm about to take off. So it wasn't after the beef. It was
Mhm.
after Scorpion. After Scorpion, Drake music just wasn't. It wasn't hitting me no more. Like I
Mhm.
didn't care. I didn't care. Like, I feel like his rapping was repetitive, especially his flows. I'm like, your songs have no substance, no soul, no heart, no passion. Why am I
Uh-huh.
listening to it? And
Can
then
y'all can y'all
he's
still see
dropping
me?
every year. So it's like, go take a break. Go get inspired. Go, you feel me? And come back and make a good album. But he don't want to do that. He want to stay number one. So he want to do collabs with 21 Savage. He want to drop 6-pack records. You know, you're doing too much. So this was before the beef. Before the beef, I was already
Mhm.
not rocking with Drake like because I like his old shit. His old music,
We grew,
hey,
yeah.
classic. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But since Scorpion, there has not been a Drake album that I went to and listened all the way through. Not one. None of his albums. I just can't do it.
What I will
Like,
say is Scorpion is the last classic album. I will say that. I will agree with that.
all
You
right,
feel me?
I was just listening to Survival, the first song on Scorpion, and I'm like, if he after the beef, after Not Like Us, if he would have not dropped nothing, been silent for some months, go back and listen to Survival on Scorpion, the first song. How he rapped that instrumental, it was rugged. You know what I'm saying? It was strictly bars.
So
He was
the last thing I
he,
heard was that you said Drake ain't make no good albums after the Scorpion album, and I'm gonna have to piggyback on that one because the Scorpion album, that was a real good album. I was playing Mob Ties and Jada and a couple songs from that album the other day. And, like D said, Drake, he was afraid of taking the break because he thought he was going to lose his momentum. He thought the people was going to forget about him. And it's just like, look what we seeing with, like, with the rest of Cash Money. The only one
hold
who
on,
doesn't seem to act like that.
hold on, Vina.
What's
I
that?
was telling them, you remember that song Survival? Remember that song Survival, the first song on Scorpion?
Yeah.
After the Pusha T beef, I was telling Zay, if he would have took a break after Not Like Us and not dropped nothing, went away for like the summer and came back with a record like Survival with that type of beat, him rapping what he rapping about, I think he'll
Mhm.
be in a better position.
Or even if he did something like that, or if he rapped on a Not Like Us beat, he act like he can't rap. Like where's that 0 to 100 energy? Like this nigga, like I don't know what's up with
Hold
him.
on. Vina, Vina, when the last time you heard Drake on the West Coast beat?
Oh, it's out. So since that he made that song with YG, who he love,
That was over
that
10
was like
years ago.
10
That's a
years
long time
ago.
ago. He probably don't he probably don't know how to rap on a West Coast beat, especially like an up tempo little. He probably don't know how.
He
But
do
if
he
he would have,
just got too Hollywood. He got too, not even Hollywood, he got too European with his nonsense, like his money. Like he got so much money that he don't even know how to act anymore, you know?
Zay, I'm gonna ask you
Like
this: if if he would have dropped Scorpion and retired from rap, we ain't heard from Drake in 2018. Would his legacy not still be the same
No, if he would have retired
after Scorpion?
right after the Scorpion, he would still be the goat.
That's what
He
I'm
still
saying.
is.
and,
So
He still
and
is
the
the
thing
goat.
is,
I don't know about
look at
one. He one of
Jay-Z.
them.
Look at
He's one of them.
He still is
look
one of
at
them.
nah he
He's one of
I'm
them.
not gonna
He's
lie
one of
to
them.
you. I'm
He
not gonna lie to
that's
you.
what I'm saying. He one of them.
Look, let me chime in with this. I would not have said that if Drake didn't get on the mic in the UK saying that the UK rappers are better than US rappers when he looked up to a lot of people and his feelings are just hurt right
Like
now. You know, you talking out your
like
butt.
Wayne. Like ain't
Like
Wayne from
I
America?
didn't like when he did that. I did not like when he did that. That to me is what made him corny. And like if you were so stuck on not
That
like
what made him
us,
corny?
that's what made, besides
You
the
said
lawsuit,
not the
besides the
lawsuit?
lawsuit, besides the lawsuit, that's what really, like, in my eyes, I'm like, all right, Drake, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that because for one, since when are we suing niggas over rap? Two, why are you acting like you didn't look up to some people just because you might feel like they hating on you right now? You could have just claimed like the student became the master and just moved on from there. You know what I'm saying? But to flat out say that these weren't your influences and everything like that, fake and phony. Like you don't have to do that.
So so Rena, I was telling Zay, I'm like, something Drake should have did was make a song about them other niggas and make a song solely about Kendrick.
Yeah,
He knew that Kendrick was the heavyweight matchup that everybody wanted to see. So why are you focusing on a weekend and ASAP Rocky? Get them niggas a verse. How Jay-Z said on Takeover, y'all get half a bar, fuck y'all niggas. Like he should have did that route.
he
Get
literally could have responded to them other niggas on one track and then got
look,
back to Kendrick, like on
look,
a different track.
and
He didn't need to do all of
and
them on one track.
I was telling Zay on the last pod, Dre should have just went for straight rapping, straight bars. I'm not trying to make a hit song, nigga. I'm about to out rap you. You say you the greatest rapper. This is your lane. I'm about to show you that I'm better than you in your lane. Because obviously Kendrick can't fuck with Drake in his lane, which is the pop lane. He can't fuck with Drake in that lane. But Drake should have. I'm gonna fuck with you on this rapping shit, and I'm gonna show you that I'm a better rapper than you. He didn't do that. He tried to go for the antics and the number one hits, the dancey records.
Yeah, and then I didn't like the Snoop Dogg or the Tupac AI. I did not like that. I did not like that.
He
Like
should
I
have
felt like
he should
he
have rapped that
choked.
by he should have rapped that in his voice. Everything he said with Snoop, the shit was hard. What he was saying, he should have just used his voice. He should have just been
You see, you actually heard it when I heard that that's what he was doing. I didn't even listen to the track. I didn't even give it
well,
no play, none of that. I was
well,
not happy with that at all.
to give him credit. Some of the shit it did land, but he should have said it in his
Mhm.
voice. He should have stood on his two toes, his 10 toes, and said it himself. But
So
he
you
tried to
felt
do the
like he was
antics.
being
But
a
he tried to
coward.
no, he tried to play the antics. He tried to do the what I'm saying, the trolling shit. When it's like, bro, you going against an MC, you going against a nigga that really bleed this rap shit. If you say you grew up on this rap shit, you was a Budden fan, you was a Cliff fan, you know what time it is with this nigga.
Mhm.
If us as fans know, you should know. Especially if y'all been in the same era. You know what this nigga's
Yeah,
about. You try to play the antic game.
him coming with them antics, it just didn't do him no justice. And like
It would have been
I'm
different.
virtually
Look,
disappointed.
it would have been different if this was 15 years ago. If this was before Good Kid, Mad City, if this was before Take Care. If y'all was doing antics online, doing the blogger, whatever, on some Soldier Boy, Bow Wow stuff, whatever. Y'all grown, y'all pushing 40. Y'all both got kids. Man up
That too.
and rap.
And
Man up and
also
rap.
it's like also another thing is, it's the antics and but it's just the simple fact that Drake was acting like he couldn't rap. Like that's the thing that really pissed me off. Why when you was going at Meek Mill and all them other niggas, you didn't have no problem like just handing it to them, giving it to them. Like where was that 0 to 100 energy? Where was that back to back energy? Like where was we know what you know how to do. We've been listening to you for years. Why did you croak at the time that you really needed to show your stuff? Like, and
Well,
why did you want to
I
just
feel
start
like,
talking about money and
well,
numbers? Like that
look.
matters.
Well,
Look at
I
how you
feel like
fucking.
I feel like with
Oh my.
Him and Meek was different because they was more closer
You got
than
the tablet?
he was with Kendrick. So
Mm-hmm.
he knew more stuff on him. And then on top of that, Meek was Dave Lakey, so he was more
Got your
closer. He
twin?
was, you know what I'm saying, arm reach. With Kendrick, he had to, you know what I'm saying, put money out in the streets. He had to get information because,
Like, you
hey,
doing?
he don't come outside. So it was a little
Hmm.
different with Meek Mill. Meek Mill, he was able to, oh, like, I know you. It's like your homeboy, like, you know all your homeboy secrets, some of them. So it's like,
He
Yep.
tried to pay like 75,000 to find out some information on Drake, not Drake, on Kendrick, and he couldn't find nothing. People wasn't taking that money. You know.
but even if you did, bro, this is hip hop. Just rap better than him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Say some double
And,
entendres. Like,
and
why are you
since
trying to
and
be
since
messy?
and since when are we putting ransoms on information on T? Like, niggas never used to do that. Like, I don't know. Like, I think he got too much money and he let them numbers go to his head because that's all he kept referring back to was the numbers, numbers. Like, me personally, I seen Kendrick live in Sacramento with YG. And we asked him for an encore. He gave us that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we not gonna sit here and act like Kendrick don't got no hits. Because a lot of people was trying to say like, you know, Kendrick he only got hits with the They Not Like Us and everything like that. Nah, he got other hits. It's just, this was an evenly yoked battle, but just kind of like, like the 49ers in the Super Bowl, Drake croaked. I just gotta throw that out there.
Damn.
I
He
mean,
croaked.
it ain't over for Drake. It ain't over for Drake.
Yeah,
I told
no,
dudes
it's
No,
never
no,
over for Drake.
he
no,
gonna drop some of that
no,
hot fish grease, and,
no.
and
Look,
it's
Zay,
gonna it's
it
gonna fade
is.
out
It
No,
is.
about.
he don't even
But
not
look,
even just the Caucasian music. He just needed like if he dropped another controller, if he dropped another Child's Play, another I Need a One Dance, and if he just takes the L and does something with it, like you know what I'm saying, like yeah they got me whatever like that, and just move on. Like you just like you on these streamers talking all this mess, and it's just like I don't like that for him. I don't like that for him. Like
Mm.
I think he could do like I hold Drake to a very high level. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely think that he's gonna make a comeback. He already is, but he can't take that L. He's used to giving the L, but it's been a long time since he had to take a L, and he don't know how to respond to that. His ego is hurt, especially because of the context that they not like us. Oh, he was calling me this, he was calling me that. Listen, this is rap. People gonna hit below the belt, whether it's true or not. The way you acting, you making it seem like it's true. You know,
What I
so
will say
I
is
don't
this,
know.
man. I feel like we gotta wait and see. With next music, with new music Drake bring out, what he put out. If Drake put out some fire shit, all that this shit gonna go under the rug.
no,
They're not
no.
gonna. It's
Look,
not even gonna be a thing because it's like he just got to put out some hot music again, like some fire, hot fish grease, as I would say,
Zay, Zay,
and all
Zay,
that.
Zay,
That's
Zay.
gonna
It's
be good.
over.
That's
It's
a
over
fact.
with, man. It's over
Nah, it ain't
with.
over. It ain't over.
Hold on.
Go Drake.
What
Nah,
is he suing
I'm a.
BMG for? Hold on. Look. What is he suing BMG for?
Hey,
He
at the
said they
end of
were
the day,
boosting reviews and everything like that.
listen,
The
I'm a,
bounce
I'm
and
a,
stuff like that. Just right.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say he do win this lawsuit, right? And they say, oh damn, we was buying for Kendrick. Your whole
they was
career
buying
is
for him
over.
too.
Exactly.
No, no, but let's just say
Man,
I'm gonna
hey,
say this.
hey,
No, let me
you
hold on.
know,
Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this though. their influence on the social network will let you know. Like Drake got over 100 something million followers. Drake is good. Like people tune into him. People fuck with him. Those ain't 100 million bots. You feel me? Those ain't no fake followers, nothing like that. Drake is gonna be all right. He just gotta put out some of that good music again. And when he drop good music, trust me, all that shit gonna go water under the bridge. That shit gonna ain't nobody
Nah,
gonna
but
even.
like, nah, I'm telling you,
That's gonna
like,
be a
man,
thing of the past.
this is what's gonna be a problem for him. What's gonna be a problem for him is them comments, those comments that he was making, saying that, you feel me, UK rap is this, UK this and that. He wasn't knowing UK before that, and it's just like I can't, I can't really see past that. Like that really got me a little upset with him. Like, of course, I'm still gonna slap Drake. You know what I'm saying? But it's like he
You gotta remember.
he
You
didn't
gotta
have to
remember.
do that.
Canada and the UK is one and the same.
But
Like Canada is a
we're
part
the
of the
same.
UK.
We're the
You know what I
same
mean?
people. We're the same
No, no,
people
no, no.
who no, stop it. We're the same people who grew up listening to Drake. We listened to all his albums. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? We know who his role models are. At no point did he say it was them. That's all I'm saying.
right. No, I agree. But what I'm trying to say is that Canada and the UK is one and the same. The Canada is under the UK. Like the UK, that whole British Parliament stuff. That's Canada is a part of that. So that's like their fucking cousin country, brother country. You know what I mean? So while him saying that, it's like he pretty much standing with Canada and because they all one and the same. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel he was saying
But he
that.
wasn't. He wasn't doing that before. He only did that because he got his little feelings hurt, and I can't bump with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't
I
because
agree.
he know better. He know better than that. He know better than that. He didn't have to.
Let
He
Drake
didn't have
let,
to say
let
that.
Drake let,
All
let
he
Drake
could. All
start
he.
dropping beats again. It's over with. Everybody gonna forget about that beef.
Hold on. What beef?
I'm saying Drake start dropping fire music again, like hits. That
The
beef
beef?
gonna go.
No, it's
It's gonna
not.
go
No,
in
it's
the background.
nigga.
It's gonna go like
No, them niggas is
people
not
gonna
gonna.
know about it, but it's like Nas and Jay Z. It's gonna be a thing of the past if he starts dropping heat again
No,
and
but
putting out
he's
fire
No,
albums and
also
music
what
what
you
you're
again.
not aware of is my dude Drake. He's getting on these different podcasts with some people who have some tendencies that's not necessarily a good look for him, and he's just aligning himself with everything that he's not supposed to. You know, with people who have like a lot of controversy and everything like that. He just needs to get out his feelings. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Well, let's
He
let's
just,
let's let's shift gears a little bit. Let's shift gears. Let's
hold
shift
on, hold
gears,
on, hold
right?
on, hold on, hold
Let's
on, hold on, hold on.
uh,
Before we go. So the song with him and Central C is supposed to debut at number 7. Do you think it's gonna hit number 1? I
Central
don't.
C can't rap.
What do you think? But it's supposed to be number 7. If Drake
I
don't get
don't
a
think
number
it's
one
gonna
with this
hit number
song,
one.
so when's Drake gonna get that number 1?
Mm.
We gotta wait and see what's in store. We
One of
don't
my
know what else he
mans,
You
got. We
know,
don't
you
know.
know
He
what it
probably got
is.
one more. He obviously making a new album. He
but
probably
this is
got
the
a banger
second
on
single
that
from his
album.
album.
But he
Nah, what it
probably got a
is,
banger on that
what it
album that
is
you know what I'm
is
saying. We
this
hear
is
it
this
when
is
his
what it
album come
is.
out and it's
I'm
like,
gonna tell y'all
He's trying to
exactly
catch
what
the
it
number
is.
1. I know you seen his post. I know you seen his post. He's
Drake
trying to get that number
Drake
1.
strayed away from his usual technique. He's trying to still be like he's trying to do what's trending, and he's forgetting that he's what's trending. You don't have to do what
He
everybody else is doing. Like he needs to go back to doing his own thing. Same thing like when Nicki was talking
what is his
about,
own
oh,
thing? He don't have
well,
his own.
Drake.
He don't have his own aura.
Oh, come on,
I'm
Drake.
gonna
Drake
say
is a
this though.
trendsetter.
I'm gonna say this. We just gotta wait and see. We just gotta wait and see. But on another note, right? We're gonna talk about another comedian, which is Tory Lanez. They saying that Tory Lanez could be getting out on the 18th of next month. What y'all feel about the Tory Lanez situation and
I'll
everything
let
that he
the,
got to go through?
I'll let that in, though.
Yeah, what you feel about Tory Lanez
Um,
and his? You said he could be out on the 18th of next month. His appeal, hearing
you
his
know,
everything.
as you know, I was a big Megan fan. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna act like I don't love Megan, but I had met Tory Lanez after that incident, and I can't necessarily say that I got those vibes like he's that type of person, you know. But then again, that was just a small run-in or whatever like that, you know. If he does have the evidence to back up his innocence, you know, he has the right to pursue that. But if this is just a whole bunch of nonsense, I'm not here for it. Hello, no, pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I get 2 pounds of the late quarters? Late quarters? Yeah. We only have
Over
steak
here, she
knives.
over here going food shopping and all that. While she on the
So
pod,
So you just want this one?
she doing
I
everything
just
but
need
the
like two
pod,
pounds of
huh,
that.
G? You
Oh,
know
beef
what I'm
bacon?
saying?
Yeah.
Yo, sis,
Yeah, because I
holla when
thought
you
you
get
guys
back to
had
the
late
yo,
quarters.
you get yeah, leg quarters. Yo, y'all see this shit? You see
Uh
black
huh.
people? Yo, you
So,
you see this shit? Yeah, black people. Yo, sis, holla when you get
Mute
back.
up, mute up, mute up.
okay.
No, I'm gonna
I'm going
mute
to tap
up.
back in.
Okay, we here. I mean, I'm like, I don't know what she doing over there. She ordering leg quarters and some more shit, dog. All right. So where was we at, brother? We gonna holler
Tory
back again.
Lanez, Tory
She
Lanez.
was able to stay here. She was a guest. We appreciate her being here on the pod. She about to cook, y'all. So we on the Tory Lanez topic. Um, they said his appeal, his hearing, his appeal and everything is coming up, and he could be potentially released. You know what I'm saying? On the 18th of next month. What's your take on that?
For one, he should never been in there in the first place. I feel like if he would have just stayed at the party, he wouldn't be in this match. Okay, you left the party. You got into the
Mhm.
situation. You go to jail. Well, no, let's rewind it. You leave a party. You get into the situation. I don't know if how familiar he is with the California laws, but
Yeah.
shooting a gun in California, they don't say about that.
Yep.
Boom. Whatever happened, happens.
But he didn't
You
shoot
go,
the gun though.
who
Allegedly.
knows?
It
Who
seems like.
knows? Then you go to the county. You call the best friend on the county phone. You're apologizing to her. Why are you apologizing? Like, you pretty much had yourself reported, pretty much showing guilt.
Yep.
Okay, fast forward your day into court. Did he go to trial? He took it to trial,
He
didn't he?
did go. He did go. Yeah, he took it to trial, and that's why he got 10
Okay.
years.
Okay, you took it to trial. Wasn't they trying to give him like 2 years if he took the plea?
Yeah. Some shit like that.
Two and a half? You should have just went ahead to that two and a half. You already been out. But you decided to go take it to trial. You choose not to take the stand. Your freedom is on the line.
Hmm.
You're not a American. He might be American resident, but he's from Canada. So already, like, you threading on thin ice. Why not take the stand? You want to come
Because
on.
if he take the stand, then they calling him Gunner. Then they calling him 6ix9ine. They calling him all kind of rats, and he told on a girl, and they got a girl in jail. So
Okay,
it was a
but hold on, hold
game
on,
if
hold
you
on.
do, game if
But
you
who?
don't situation.
I'm not familiar with neither one of them rap music. But which one perceive street music more? Gunna or Tory Lanez?
I'll say Gunner more.
Right. So it looked bad on Gunna part when you align yourself with the YSL niggas and all that. with Tory Lanez, people look at him as a sinker.
Mm-hmm.
You fighting for your freedom. You choose not to take the stand, and they gave you 10 years. Then
He did what he
you
had to do though.
then you was walking the main line, allegedly. You wasn't walking the main line. Who knows? But you end up getting stabbed up. All this
Mm-hmm.
could have been prevented had he just stayed at the party. Kylie didn't kick him out the party. She kicked Megan out the party.
Yeah.
He didn't have to leave. I'm not going nowhere. I'm with this billionaire. I'll holler at you later. So it's like I can't feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Free him. You know what I'm saying? Hope he, you know what I'm saying, get out. But all this really could have been avoided.
But
Like,
when you drunk and all that, you're not in your right state of mind. You're not thinking right.
Zay, if you
You
Tory
know?
Lanez and if you Tory Lanez and you drunk, you flirting with this, she not black, but she look good.
And,
And she
and
got
your
more
girl
money.
that you and the girl that you came with and your girl you fucking on is tripping out on you, you gonna
Yeah,
stay at the party.
yeah, I'm gonna stay at the party. Because at the end of the day, if Megan stop fucking with me, if her friends stop fucking with me, that's cool. If I get good in on with Kylie, that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win. I'm
I see
fucking
what
with
you're saying.
Kylie. I'm fucking with a billionaire. Like she got way more clout than you. Like I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going nowhere. I'm about to chill in this pool. Me and her about to cuddle up. Like she can kick you out the party. Like
Yeah, he put
and then I
himself
hold
in a sticky
on.
situation.
And then I feel like he been around Meg when she's drunk before, so you know how she get. The fact that you was already booed up with somebody else, you should already know that she was gonna start tripping or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you gotta
Yeah,
know,
he put
you gotta know,
himself.
you gotta know the situation you put yourself in. Like
Yeah,
the CEO dudes, know what you're getting yourself into.
he did put himself in a sticky situation. But I hope I don't think he shot her. I don't think so. I think he just didn't want to take the stand because he didn't want to testify against the best friend. Because
So you
think
fuck up
about it,
your free.
why would the best friend ask for what's that called when you testify but anything you say they can't use it against you. It's a term for that.
I know what you're talking
Oh
about.
my goodness. Man, I can't get it right now. Oh my goodness. It's a term. Oh man. Oh man. I forgot the name of it,
Immunity,
but it's
immunity.
immunity. Yeah, immunity. If you didn't do nothing wrong, why are you asking for immunity before you gave your testimony on the situation of that night? You know what I mean? You clearly wanted immunity because you knew like you did something foul and they can't use nothing you said against you. So I think like Tori was just not, friend. They was fighting. Um, she backed out the Thule, or probably grabbed the Thule from under the seat or whatever that Tori had, and was trying to shoot Meg after she got smacked up, and he smacked the gun down, and it hit her in the foot, and you know what I'm saying, and she like, you did it, but. And he not gonna say no, I didn't do it. She did it because that's gonna make him look like a cornball Jamal and a rat. You know what you said earlier about the situation. If you was the friend in the car, you telling, what you gonna do? You gonna say, what can he do? It's a bad situation. All he could do was ride it out like he did, thug it out, and you know appeal. And he really didn't do it. He'll be home, which I feel he will be. And then obviously we got some insight information about the situation with him getting stabbed up. And from the information we got from some sources was like, dude was crazy. Dude was just like, it wasn't really nothing, like they never talked, they never had no issue. Sometimes people get jealous that you looking out for everybody else, but you ain't looking out for me. You know what I mean?
I,
He making
I
sure
heard different.
everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? You heard different?
No, I heard it was something like the visiting. Something about.
Yeah.
Tori was looking at a boy girl visiting room.
Um.
Who knows?
Who knows, right? Only one who really knows the person who stabbed him up, why he stabbed him up. You know what I'm saying? And
And Tori, because obviously you've been
yeah,
around, you done
yeah,
seen this person before, so
yeah,
you know why he did what he did to you.
yeah. That yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an unfortunate situation. For him being from Canada and end up in the California state prison system.
No, you know
I
what's
don't think he had
unfortunate?
that on his bingo card.
You know what's unfortunate?
Mm.
For extra loosening his hand on the floor.
Yeah, I seen that. And a lot of people on Fourth of July blow their hands up messing with them fireworks. I don't. Me personally, I don't even. I'm watching you, I'm watching
Yeah,
y'all
yeah, y'all
fireworks.
do it.
I'm not even about to play myself like that because I ain't trying to be Mr. Krabs out here. No pun intended. No pun intended. Because you know, four extras is a crip. No pun intended. But it's like I ain't trying to be with no claw and fingers missing, and you know, you don't know how much you need certain things until it's no longer there. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know how much you need your middle finger, your index finger. You don't know how much you need it for your daily, way of living until it's not there
Right.
anymore. And then you're like,
I
oh shit,
seen.
you know?
I was driving like last week. Pulled up. I looked to my right. The dude had his hand. I swear, I'm saying you with proof. He had four hands. Four fingers. It
Okay,
wasn't
what
like
finger? What finger was missing?
I gotta go look. I'm like, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, it don't look like he lost one or nothing. It look like probably like he was born like that.
Yeah,
Like four.
some people
I'm
is born
like,
with like that. Yeah,
oh, yeah, that tripped me out.
yeah. I feel bad. I feel bad for people like situations like him. And he was supposed to be fighting Aaron the plumber from Stockton, and all that in the celebrity boxing match, and all that's over with.
I feel like that's what happens when you doing too much. You know, he's super animated. So like he probably like focused, but what I
Yeah,
also heard was it was a janky one. Like as soon as he lit it,
it blew
like
up.
yeah, like it was one of them janky ones. So it was like bad luck.
Mm.
All right. All right. I had to tap back in. Tap
Welcome
back
back.
in. All
Welcome
right.
back. Welcome
All
back.
right. What did I miss? What did I miss?
Not much. Not much. We was talking about Tory Lane's situation and how he put himself in a bad situation. He should have stayed. B said he should have stayed at the party with Kylie,
He
and
should have at
I
the party
agree.
with Kylie.
He did put himself in a bad situation, but I said
You should have
he
stayed at the
couldn't he
party with
couldn't
Kylie.
he couldn't have
Yeah.
testified against the best friend. It's like it would have been a bad situation for him either way.
So
I mean, but
so
my thing is, oh, go ahead.
do y'all think he will get deported once he was
Yeah,
once he was
no doubt. No, no, he getting deported. No, he is. Especially with
I don't
Trump
think
and
so.
them. No, with Trump and them deporting, he's not from America. He's not from America.
Yeah,
And once you
but
go to
but
jail,
but
once
also,
you go to jail, uh-uh. Once you go to jail and you're not from this country, they gonna send you right back as soon as you get out. Look at
I don't think
Sean.
he's getting deported.
Look at Buju Banton. Look at Sean. There's other artists that wasn't from this country, other gangsters, Haitian Jack, all them. Once they got out the feds and got out of jail, they got sent straight back to their home country. Once you go to jail, it's like you violated, you can't, you gotta wait a certain amount of time.
It depends on what type of relationship you have with the federal government. If he got a U.S. Congresswoman stepping in, he's not getting deported.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when he get
And
out.
and he's also, I think he also got married to his baby mama, his son's mom. So he's not going nowhere.
Mm.
Because they said that he got married while he was in jail, or like right before he went to jail. So he's not going nowhere. He has a lot of vested interest in America. You know what I'm saying? He got that. If that Congress lady is on his side, like how she is, he not going nowhere.
We gotta
That's
see.
just my
We
opinion, though.
gonna see. I mean, I think he should go to Canada and chill out once he get out, and like, you know what I mean? Because he got in this situation because he was in America and losing his fucking mind, doing too much. So he may need to go back to his roots and relax, make music, and he could pop back out on tour. He could pop back out to do, shit like that. But
Shit.
I think,
Honestly, he could start streaming.
yeah,
How long
yeah.
y'all think the streaming bag is gonna last in this era?
Streaming bag gonna last for a long time because who really watches cable?
That's a
No
fact.
Think
one.
about that. Who has cable anymore? Everybody just got internet. Everybody on YouTube. Everybody on Netflix, Hulu, Paramount. Nobody really watches TV no more like cable television. So
I mean,
streaming
unless
is
you live
gonna
in an
always
apartment
be.
and they come with
What
it.
you mean apartment? They come.
Cables
Oh
come.
well,
The cables come with
yeah.
the apartments. Well,
Not
out
out
here it
here, not
does.
in California. I'm about to say that
Oh,
most of these
oh.
they don't come with no cables. So
Nah, no,
everybody just
they showing love out in Vegas. I
yeah,
ain't
they
gonna
showing
lie,
love because
they showing
everybody
love.
everybody out
I don't
here is
want it.
just
I'll be like, can I not have a cable? They're like, nah, you gotta have a cable. So whatever.
yeah,
I'll
nah.
use
They
it though.
I wish it was like that, but I just got internet. I just stream tele. You know what it is? I don't like commercials anymore.
But hold on.
I don't
But
like
it
watching the
works.
show on commercials.
It works when I be watching like football on my phone. I can pull up, say Fox Sports. All right, boom. So I got cable. Just put in my
You tell the
cable
teacher.
provider.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Was it an accident?
You see me, I be on them websites when I want to watch when I want
no,
to
no.
watch something.
I found a
Yeah,
good website I'm gonna use this season. I found a good one.
yeah. We
Yeah, yeah.
we ain't gonna say
No,
too much. We ain't gonna say
no.
too
I
much.
Back in
got
the
you.
yeah, because we're getting. Hey, we got sponsors.
Yeah,
Okay, we
I
got
pay
sponsors.
I pay a hefty price for this for the content that I view.
that's right.
So speaking of content, let's dive back right in the ESPN bag, the sports bag with Deion Sanders and Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend.
I'm out the loop. I don't have to fill me in.
Yeah. Since you talk about that topic more,
So,
'cause you know more than me
Coach
too.
Primetime, Coach Primetime apparently had some health issues that he wasn't talking about until recently, and he apparently had to get his bladder removed. And he has a son that documents everything with the family, everything like that. So they released some footage from all that. In that footage, somebody who was at his side was Karuchi Tran, which is Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend. Apparently they're together. And there was a lot of mixed feelings about this. Some was outraged, some was praised and everything like that. And overall, a lot of people was just concerned as to why she was there and significant relatives in his life wasn't. And if whether or not she had the best intentions. So this goes back into like, the older retired athletes like dating tenderonis as they would say. What are your
Uh-huh.
thoughts?
So hold on, let me say this. So Deion Sanders is 57. Karuchi is 36. He's a well-grown woman, right? Yeah, 21-year age difference. But statistically, women like men older than them. Statistically, women do like men older than them. Most women gravitate to men a little older because they're mature, they know what they want. Women are more mature than men starting out. That's why they say women is grown at 18 mentally, and men are grown at 21 mentally. You know what I mean? Because women mature faster than men. So just because it's a
Nah, it's
21-year
immature.
age,
It's some immature women out here
yeah, no, I'm
for
not
sure.
saying it's not, but they say like statistically shows that most women are more mature at 18 than a man is at 18. So
Cause not
it's an
because nine
age
out of
gap.
ten. Because back in the day, they used to have their stuff together. They used to be
Yeah,
the ones with the car. The guys was the ones that was still living at home with their moms. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying, on the couch.
But do you
So,
really think that in this instance that she's actually with this man for the right reasons, or if she's just trying to look for another come up because she got passed around the industry. You know what I'm saying? And she still ain't. She was with Chris Brown. You was with that other football player. You was with that basketball player. You was with a few heavy hitters, and you still walk
Was she
away with
with Victor
nothing.
Cruz?
Yes.
Oh, my tripping.
Yeah, she was with him too.
Oh, okay. Damn, I thought they were still
So,
together.
well, no, that's what I thought until I seen her with Deion Sanders. So, what's your real intentions? You know, you're getting washed up. She's not looking as hot as she used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really doing here? You know, Coach Prime is walking around with one of them colostomy bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you really with this man because you care, or are you just trying to capitalize off the situation?
I
Because
mean,
he was writing his will in front of her. Some kids didn't even know like anything that was going on because he said he wanted to keep it away from them because it's draft season and all that. And it just seemed a little inappropriate to me.
I feel like this. I feel like
Ain't
this,
got no
right?
comment.
I feel like
God
this. No,
bless.
I feel like the way she was crying and how she was there by his side, she fell for him. And they probably been, got a deep connection for each other, but people looking
She's
at the
also an
age.
actor. I'm gonna just throw that out there. She's an actor.
I
I wouldn't
mean,
say a D-list actor, maybe a F-list. She's on Peacock. You know,
I
we've
get that,
seen we've
but I'm
seen
like,
women we've seen women put on good shows now. How
yeah,
was you?
yeah.
How was you in a long term relationship with Victor Cruz, and then all of a sudden you with Coach Prime out of nowhere?
We don't know the terms of her and Vic's relationship, how did it go left, or whatever the case may be. But just because it's an age gap, don't always mean she just in it for the win, for the money. You know what I mean? He might really got her mind and captivated her, and she fell and falling for him in love. And I don't think Dion is stupid to fall for the okie doke. You know what I mean?
The same way a lot of people thought Shannon Sharp wasn't. Just saying.
I mean, Shannon Sharp should have known better. OnlyFans 19. Come on now, man. You should have known better than that. You should have known better. She not no
Hollywood
OnlyFans.
thought
She not no.
37,
She
no
not no. She not
kids.
no. She not no OnlyFans bitch. She been out there. She had a
She's a
man.
Hollywood thought.
Hey, a lot of them are Hollywood thoughts. What you want him to do? Pick a chick up from the supermarket? And he would have been with another 57-year-old. Everybody, well, nobody would say nothing. And another 57-year-old could have been up for his money too if she not famous. So you can't say that. You know what I mean? He could have met a chick at the supermarket at Trader Joe's. She's 52, and her mentality is, oh, Dion got some money. I've been watching Dion all these years. Let me get with him, and I'm gonna get this bag. So it's like it don't matter the age, just because she's younger. Oh, automatically she in it for the money. Every woman is in it for the money. Most women are in it for the money. Most women is not fucking with no bum ass nigga unless she a bum ass bitch. Or if a nigga manipulate her into, what I mean, finesse her brain. But most women is not about to fuck with no nigga who's a bum. You gotta bring something to the table. Bitches ain't about to deal with no nigga like the women who are bums with they man and they on the street and they homeless. I salute them bitches. Something wrong with their cranium. Because how the hell I seen a video where the chick was in the tent. You seen this? I sent it to you. She was in the tent sleeping with her man. The dude pulled up on his bike. He woke her up. Her man slumped. They both homeless. He had $100. He said, "Come here, come on, let's go do something." She said, "No." She said, "No, I can't. I can't." He gave her $100. He said, "All right, later. Next time I see." She, "No, no, no. You know how she loyal. Y'all on the street homeless and you still holding him down?
That's
Man,
amazing.
that's magical, right? Because most of these women is not about to be homeless with you on the street. Most of these women gonna go with the bigger bag. They gonna fuck with the nigga who can provide more. They gonna leave if you. I
What?
know most women. You could be up.
Hold
You
on.
could be up,
Hold on.
right? Hold on. Let me say this. You could be up, right? And if you ever stumble, them bitches gonna leave you and go with the next nigga who got something going on, no matter what you did.
What if that couple had everything together and lost it together?
Most women ain't like that though. Most women they could be a couple, right? And they had it all together and lost it, right? And then when the next nigga come through like me, like moi, who got something going on, right?
No, no, no,
He gonna
no,
say,
no, no, no.
he gonna
See,
say,
and this
most
is why I always
most
gotta
women
get
gonna
on
say,
Zig.
no,
This is why
most
I
women gonna
always gotta
say,
get on Zig
most
because
women gonna
he
say.
be using the most worst examples of women to
No, no, no,
describe
no,
how
no.
all women
No, but I'm
are.
saying, no, I'm saying most women going. If most women is not about to go down and be homeless with a nigga. Come
No,
on,
but if they
let's
lost it
be real.
together,
And
they
the right nigga come around with a bag.
Hey,
And
hey,
the right
hey,
nigga come, hold on, the nigga come
excuse
around.
me.
But hold on, let me finish. The nigga come around with a bag, right? Now look, she was with her man. They lost it together. They struggling. They homeless. They fucked
and
up.
they gonna
The
get it
right
back
nigga
together.
pull up. Not all women think like that though. If you got a
And
woman
so,
who
and
think like
some
that,
women,
But
most
you
you got
women
just
a
are
woman who think like that,
digmatized. Okay,
right?
we
But
know we related to some people who didn't
listen,
mind being down bad with
listen.
somebody.
There's a nigga out there who got the same type of slum, no homo pause, that can fuck just as good as you, can fuck better than you. It's out, man. Some women is not about to go for that being homeless with a nigga. They gonna jump ship and go to the next nigga.
That's only
Some
if they
women
that
are
type of
different.
women.
Most of them are like that. Most of them are like
I digress.
in this era, it goes back to what D said about the hip hop music. In this era of the female hip hop music and the shit they listening to, if he wanted to swim in there, he gotta spin it.
that's hold on,
I'm
hold on.
talking in it.
But
Come
that's
on,
I
that's
man.
digress.
but now you separating certain, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of group. Not everybody listen to that type of music.
And even if they listen to that type of music, some of them ain't really like that. I digress. You feel me? It depends.
I'm saying not all, but majority of the women in this era is not about to be homeless with a nigga, man. They not gonna do it. If another
You
nigga come
be
around
surprised.
with a bag,
Hold on,
It's a
even if
lot of
it's
women that's
hold on,
homeless with a nigga
hold on,
right now. It just don't look like it because of how they posting.
hold on.
Couch
Even
hopping.
even if she lost, even if she was the reason why they lost it,
bro, most of these women come and drain niggas out. And once you ain't got it no more, they gonna leave and step and go with the next nigga who got it going on. The nigga could be up before he got with her. He taking her places. She insecure. She don't want him to be out getting to the money. She want him all up under her. And then the nigga funds get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, right? And then he ain't got nothing no more. She gonna go
Some
with
of
the
them will
next nigga.
still be right there.
That bitch, some of them, some keywords, some, and that's all I'm saying. Some of them, most of them, gonna go out to the club with their little homegirls, and they gonna meet the niggas like me in the club, popping bottles and turned up, and they gonna be backseat bandits. I keep trying to tell them. Now listen, I'm an advocate. I fucked a lot of niggas bitches. I'm gonna be honest, and this is why I don't trust women. I fucked a lot of I fucked a lot of niggas bitches, and they be in these relationships, and the nigga do something wrong or the nigga fall off or whatever. They go out to the club. They go out with their homegirls. That be thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And then they see niggas fly, get popping bottles. They come over to the section. They have a good night, and next thing you know, they don't understand it. They just grab damn fucking
You're
man.
utilizing
I'm just real.
terrible examples.
I seen the nightlife where a bitch took, cheated on her husband with his homeboy. They was both creeping on each other. They sneaking out. Oh, I'm over here with my friends. I'm over here with my friends. The nigga go to the club with his homies. He see his bitch in there with his so-called homeboy. They both lied to each other, saying they was going somewhere else. He wows out, smacked the bitch in the club. This is right. Yo, it's scandalous out here, man. If you got a real one, hold on to them. Don't let them go. Try to get it. Because most of these women out here, man, they in it to win
how
it. They just want the bread and they gonna go, man.
was they old or young?
I mean, they in their 20s.
See, key word. If they're a
But
hoe,
listen,
no, because now you're saying that all women in their
no, I
20s
didn't
and
say all
early
women.
30s
I
are
didn't say
some
all
kind of
women.
way.
I didn't say all women. But all I'm saying is this. If you got a real one, hold on to your real one.
Just because
It
you
don't
be
matter.
outside with some whores don't
It
mean
don't
that
matter. It
everybody's
don't
on
matter.
that Simon.
It don't matter their age. It don't matter their age. It don't matter their age. If they want to do whole shit, fuck shit, they gonna do it. If you got a real one and you gotta test them. You gotta test your real ones. You gotta test them to see if she right. You gotta test them to see if he right. And if they pass the test, hold on to them. You know they official. Because most of them out here, man, these women and most women out here, some women, not say most, but some women, they want what somebody else got. When I was engaged, people, if people don't know, now the people know I was engaged, and I had a ring on my finger, and I'll go out to the club or I'll be out to the bar. When women seen that band around my finger, I was getting more bitches with the band around my finger than without the band on my
You
finger.
should have been getting no bitches with the band around your
I'm
finger. You
saying,
hoe
I'm saying,
yourself.
I'm saying, more women was coming up to
Poochie.
me. I'm not a hoe. I am a God fearing man. But most women was
Poochie.
coming up to me.
Poochie. Poochie.
Most women was coming up to me and wanting to talk to me when they seen the band on the finger. They want some women want with
And
another
what was
woman
you
band.
doing? What was
What,
you doing as a man with the band on your finger?
this is what I was doing. I was collecting data because I like to run tests and see. You know what I mean? I want to see
The,
how
a
things
whole
go.
bunch
You know
of
what I'm saying, D?
bull.
You know what I'm saying? I was just collecting data, D. I wasn't even. I was just studying the analytics of things. I wasn't even. You know what I'm saying? I was just seeing. You know what I'm saying? So I was studying. That's all. That's all I was doing. I wasn't doing nothing
While
else.
you over here talking about other people being hoes, you need to go look in the mirror.
No,
Okay? You're
I'm
a
not that.
fast boy yourself.
No, I'm really a good guy. I treat all women with care and respect. I'm
Oh
a
my
really nice guy.
goodness.
I'm a lover boy who just don't give a fuck at times.
All right, so speaking of lover boys and good guys, and since we just touched bases on Tory Lanez and them earlier, let's talk about Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion. What are your
Oh
thoughts?
no, nothing.
What
I
you
got
think about that, D? What you think about that
nothing,
relationship?
nothing, absolutely nothing. Like, bro, I saw them on my timeline every day for like a week straight. Like, bro, like, who cares? Like, who cares?
I think you know what? I think that's a good balance though. Clay's
They
so
both
laid
look.
back and she's so wild and ratchet at times. I think they balance each other out. I think they're gonna be
It's
all
not
right.
gonna work. It's not gonna work.
No? You don't
Why
Nah,
do
think
you
so?
think it's not going to work? This is the most I ever seen him talk in his whole career.
exactly. Goofy shit. Like, bro, man, I don't know. I don't believe the hype. Y'all ain't no Jay-Z, Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't no Barack and Michelle.
You
Nah.
never know though. You never know. She brought him a $300,000 watch.
He's worth 500,000 though. She's a spender. When Aquarius is a lot of people, they gonna spend.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, he worth 500
he-
million.
is he not an NBA player?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
Where you
She
think
was
he
with
got?
another NBA player before that though.
And
You
how that
think he
work
got?
out?
I think he was with the Chicago Bulls. He got caught up having a baby or doing something with somebody else, and she kicked him to the curb.
Right, right, right. We talking about Klay Thompson, four-time champion.
You think he gonna pull the Shaq? You think he gonna pull the Kobe when he get on the road?
Hey, maybe not. Hey, God bless him. Holler at me in 5 years. 5 years from now, they still together. Hey, hey.
Hey, we seen Cardi and Offset married for a few years, more than five, and see how it's turning out.
And
So
that's ugly. That's
yeah,
ugly.
that's ugly. And he about to get half of her bread.
That's ugly. Like
Yeah,
you think Klay Thompson want that? No.
yeah. You think he just
I
infatuated
don't
with that
think,
woman?
I honestly don't think that they gonna get divorced because in that situation, like you said, it's cheaper to keep him, cheaper to keep her.
They not married though.
Yeah,
They just
no, no, no.
fucking.
We talking. I think she talking about Cardi and Offset.
Cardi and Offset, they not getting no divorce. There's too much money on the line. They gonna end up working that out.
This is why I'm afraid to get married. I almost was there. Thank God, by the grace of God, I came to my senses. I felt like Martin in the lodge. I was going through something. I don't know. I wasn't in my right state of mind. But
Yeah, you damn sure wasn't. That's another story.
I mean, yeah, you haven't hit 30 yet. Once you cross over to 30, it's going in your 20s, you ain't really thinking about it that much. Like,
yeah,
but when
yeah.
you 35, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, all right.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
kind of
and
tricky
also
right now.
he hasn't really had like He's been running into these freaks. He hasn't really had like a real woman on his
That's what
hands,
I'm saying.
to
You
make
you
him
can't you
see
can't
differently.
you can't wife a bitch that nigga you was fucking.
You
No,
damn
no,
sure
no, it
ain't gonna
wasn't
meet the
that. No,
bitch
it
at the
wasn't.
club.
It wasn't that with my fiance. It wasn't that with her. Well, I didn't take her from nobody. We was friends, and then well, my ex fiance, and we was friends for a while, and then we ended up getting together because how it started was it was New Year's 2020. Me and Delvina sis was chilling together, and I remember we was drunk. I think we was high too. We was smoking, right, sis, at that time.
He always got to throw me
Um,
in the mix. Like I'm
no,
responsible for
no,
that
no,
happening.
no, she was there, right? So I remember it was about 2 in the morning, and I said, "Yo, sis, think about it. We all virgins again. It's a new year." And she bust out laughing, and I was like, "Yo, I bet you I can get some pussy, tonight. It's a new year." And she went, "Nigga, please stop it. You ain't like that." So she tested my Mac game, B. So I had to make a phone
Oh my
call.
goodness.
I had to make a phone call, put it on speaker so she can hear her brother in action. And I was like, "Yo, what you doing?" She was like, "Shit, drinking some Henny." I said, "I'm drinking right now too." I'm like, "What we about to do?" She was like, "Shit, what you gonna pull up?" I'm like, "I'm pulling up. Send the Addy." Sis was right there. She was a witness. She sent the Addy. Sis was like, "All right, bro, I'm a little hungry. Take me to 7-Eleven. Drop me off home." She lived around the corner. Bet. Took her to 7-Eleven. Dropped her off. I went about my way. I went over there. I linked with Shorty. We got the vibing. We got the talking. You know me. I'm smooth when it comes to the ladies. And one thing led to another. I wasn't even planning on hitting that night. I was gonna leave and just save it for the next night because I was feeling a little lit up. And then she was like, "No, I'm coming over with you. I'm coming to your house." You know what that means? If you coming over to my house, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This is Poundtown University. You get a full free scholarship. You come over here. So, one thing led to another. The next morning when we woke up and went to the smoke shop, she told the nigga in the smoke shop he knew me, he knew her, and he was like, "How y'all know each other?" And she was like, "This my man." And I looked at her, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "That shit was good." I did have a, you know what I'm saying?
This
It
nigga's an
was
idiot.
it was a great night. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I can't fault it. It was right. It was right. You know what I'm saying? And I did my thug thistle. My ancestors was real proud of me. I know they were. And we was together from then. And you know what I'm saying? And then, it just it fucked up our friendship. We was good friends, and then we got together, and it just fucked up our friendship. That's why they say if you friends with a chick, sometimes it's best to just be friends than to get in relationships or sexual because it ruins. So now we don't talk. We ain't friends. Um, I don't hate her though. I don't hate her. You know what I'm saying? I just can't fuck with her. Um, if you see this, I wish nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? And you get your shit together. You know how to find your daddy, yo. But
Oh yeah,
until
she
then,
definitely gonna see it if I post it.
you know what I'm saying? Until then, I wish her nothing but the best. And if
Hey,
she
why you
move
sound like
on,
you underwater?
His
me,
his headphones. Yeah, yeah,
mine,
yeah. Your AirPods. Is your AirPods dying again?
I think my joints is dying. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my shit, the audio kind of fucked up.
Hey, F bombs.
All right, we here?
Yeah, yeah, weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, we here. It was 2 hours. Let's wrap it up. We got over all the topics. This was a great conversation, and tune in to the next one. We just gonna keep getting better and better. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and everything you heard during this podcast is all alleged. We don't
All
know
alleged.
shit.
We don't know nothing. This is all speculation and allegedly and
Hearsay.
hearsay and viewer
Barbershop
discretion
talk.
is advised. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So fuck with us. We here. We here. Salute.
Be the
Alright.
great.
Zay Butter.
V now.
We out.